We got the worst mom on TikTok, TREVINO. The full podcast of CAMILLA ARAUJO. ARAUJO. I think that was hopefully right. Hopefully I didn't butcher her name. Maybe I did. I hope you understand. I don't really know CAMILLA. I have no clue who she is. First time reacting to her stuff. And TREVINO, I've just watched also my very first video of this person a few days ago. It was some sort of a lore deep dive, part 1, because there's so much lore to her. And yes. Then a few of me, Guys and Gyals, who were on the live, said then also that CAMILLA is an OF creator, and she's part of this Bob house. That's all I know about her. But again, first time hearing her name, seeing her, whatever, bro. And yeah, with TREVINO, I know a little bit about her now because of the video on My Beloved UDYZYZ Joyce, who gave me also some information about her. And this video, this podcast seems to be, going crazy, bro. Like almost 8 million views within a week. And you guys also said definitely react to this podcast. And yeah, I'm let's say curious how CAMILLA is, what her energies are, and also what TREVINO maybe has to say for herself here. Maybe she redeems herself, hopefully. But I think CAMILLA will definitely pressure her a little bit. Yeah, check her on her wrongdoings. But maybe also giving her a chance of redeeming herself, explaining herself maybe. But yeah, I think both of these women here didn't do this podcast out of a altruistic motivation. Like, they both making money out of it. Like, again, like, you know, CAMILLA got a very, let's say, polarizing person on her podcast. Maybe it's also trying to make it very, let's say, spectacular and uncomfortable, maybe. But maybe rightly so. I'm gonna find out. Because yeah, maybe this person needs to be checked. But also TREVINO, she was paid a good amount of money to go on this podcast, because I think she isn't signing up. She isn't signing up if there's not a little bit of a benefit for her, right? For something like this. So yeah, no matter what, I want to find out if this is going to be entertaining, and if I can learn a little bit more of TREVINO, and maybe also learn a little bit of CAMILLA, who's the podcast, creator here, whatever, the host. Yeah, so I will definitely put a timestamp into this video because it had some sort of longer intro here. So now it's time. Let's hop into some real reactions, because I know that that's what you're all here for. So, first time reaction to CAMILLA and her podcast and TREVINO in this setting. Let's find out.
Santos was caught licking your Rose toy on live.
Ooh, wow. Okay. It was caught in 4K. She showed it in this one little bit I've seen. I reacted to a few days ago. This her little toy. She showed it on the live stream, and he was licking it. Like, yeah, maybe already covered in Ash's juices, maybe.
What the f were you doing with that toy? Brought up to them is not okay. Like, that is not okay. You know, she said she plans on marrying you in Miami.
We already discussed it.
Okay, they get Santos now on live, and also her children. Okay, it's also not that I really see her children, like, yeah, not on a picture, because there was just 1 or 2 pictures, and they also weren't really seen on the live stream on Ash's TikTok live. So I'm very interested also what the kids have to say, because it was like, wow, they are the victims here, bro. They are the real victims here, bro.
You've already discussed this.
So, the most I've ever made on TikTok Live was...
In one sitting?
Yeah, we've met him when we went to visit.
He's in prison. Why are you laughing?
Alright, was a little preview. And Arif saying in a YouTube chat, she remembers, like, TREVINO she remembers TREVINO, and didn't people hate on her for being a freaky mom or something? She got a lot of titles in terms of being a mom, but not the best mom, but yeah, worst mom, cringy mom, freaky mom, and a lot of more negative mom titles she got. And Arif says you're gonna leave now, but you will probably be back though. I will welcome you back as soon as you're back. Arif.
What is up, YouTube? We are back with another podcast with the one, the only
Wait a second, bro. So Camilla, she got some sort of a greenish, bluish, maybe turquoise eye color, and it's some sort of matching her sweatpants, right? That's interesting, bro. That's interesting.
Queen on the internet right now. People love her, people fucking hate her. Ash Trevino and her beautiful children
There are people that love Ash Trevino.
are here today.
Well, it is like that, right? Law of reality. No matter what you do, people will love you for that, or will hate you for that. There will always be lovers and always be haters, no matter what you do. So yeah, that makes sense.
Are you excited to be here?
The ratio maybe a little bit, yeah. There's a variety to the ratio of love and hate, but yeah, there will be at least one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys nervous?
Well, I think that's the very first time, right? That they really get some attention. Sadly, these children getting first time really attention. Unfortunately, like maybe like positive, hopefully, and good attention.
I would be too, to be honest. Okay, so I want this to be like free flowing. I want to give you opportunity to talk. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family. Give me the rundown. How did you get into TikTok and how did you start social media? Give me the backstory. Who is Ash Trevino?
So I first started actually my TikTok back in 2019. Nobody ever,
pre-COVID.
Yeah, they don't know that. But I was actually a prison wife. So yeah, that's why they call me the inmate hopper.
So wait a second. Who is the older one? Who is the younger one of them? And how old are they? I know one of the daughter. I think the oldest daughter is 15, right? And the other one then, yeah, maybe would have considerably younger. I don't know. And what are their names of the daughters?
Yeah, that's why they call me the inmate hopper.
You like them felons?
Yeah, I mean, I've been with them up until this year. So yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't think about going on Hinge, Tinder?
So now, actually, I do have a guy that I talk to that is free.
Oh, period.
And
We love a little freaking.
Yes, and
Wait a second. I want to see this finger hand
two
movement.
that is free.
Oh, period.
Is it some sort of a nail applause, like the clipping of it, or I don't know? Like, is it something trending, or is it just a mannerism of Camilla? Again, maybe I'm whatever dissecting or whatever. But if I encountering new content creators, I really like to look at all the details and share my ideas and thoughts.
We love a little freaking.
Yes, and I met him on TikTok.
I think they have something to say. Go ahead.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the girls are a little bit shy, but that's understandable. You see, like 8 million views, right? Like seems like Camilla's podcast is very successful, and they know that maybe.
So what? So how did you guys start? Did you start because your mom went?
No, I had Musically.
Oh, period.
Okay. Also, they're also really some sort of content creators, like the daughters of Ash on TikTok or whatever.
Okay.
So then I had it ever since that.
So you started TikTok because of Musically.
Yeah.
So you do like the little lip sync videos, little dances.
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
I got it after Haley in like 2020 or 2021.
And when did you start to notice
Okay, Haley seems like to be the I don't know, but on the right side.
like a difference in like, okay, I'm doing like there's a difference in like I'm making a couple TikToks for fun and then actually doing social media and things like that. Is it when your mom started going online? Oh, okay. So it's kind of like mom started it, you guys followed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how's that journey been for you guys? Have you guys been recognized any
Yeah.
in public? Just you guys, or are you with your mom or?
Just me. Once I got recognized by myself. I was in a store and someone asked me if I was Ash Trevino's daughter, and I said yeah. And she was like, "Can I take a picture with you?"
Oh,
and so I
period.
took a picture with the girl. She was like my age, so I took a
Right.
picture with her. So yeah,
How does that feel?
it was scary because I was like away from my family because I wasn't with my mom. I was with my grandma and grandpa and my sister, and I wasn't with them, so I was by myself shopping. And because it was her and her mom, so I got scared.
Yeah, they seem very like I don't know if it's just the setting of this podcast, but it seems like they're very calm. I don't know, maybe a little bit introverted. I don't know, But maybe it's just a setting that they're shy, and even if they're introverted or yeah, whatever, chill, right? So yeah, totally fine. Then it's just them. But yeah, that's my first impression of the daughters.
But I ended up taking the picture, and then that's when my TikTok started blowing up more.
Really?
Because I only had like 50,000 followers. It wasn't that much compared to me now. So yeah.
Congrats on almost being at 1 million.
Thank you.
I clocked it.
Oh, 1 million followers. She's blushing a little bit like Haley.
I clocked it. So what would you say is, come be honest, like, girl, you be causing the motherfucking wrecks. I literally was on live and the whole thing, like me finding out about you, I kind of heard like TREVINO. I'm like, okay, but I was on a different side of TikTok. And so this all started happening when I was watching, I don't know if you know 2K. King Stan.
I've heard of him.
So 2K,
Like
I don't know if you
who?
know. So this all started happening when I was watching, I don't know if you know 2K. King Stan.
I've heard of him.
So
Don't know.
2K, I watched him when he was a barber, and then it kind of trickled down to Brianna, and then I was like, oh, Brianna's hanging out with Ash, like what's going on? And then it like was a whole train fucking wreck of, loophole.
Yeah.
Like I fell down a black hole, right? Like it was like, holy cannoli. For me, I feel like maybe when you're on live, right? You're basically talking to yourself, if we're being honest. Like, so I want to give you an opportunity to have like a conversation. How are you dealing with all of this controversy?
Okay, she's approaching this now with some sort of giving her some sort of a platform to just express herself or explain herself in some sort of a dialogue. That's what Camilla's whatever agenda is at the moment.
Like, what goes through your head when people are like, oh, she's a bad mother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happens?
So, like, I try to tell everybody, but of course, you know, I'm always going to be the villain in their book.
Right.
You know, they've already got this persona that they have of me, and that's just who I am to them. So, honestly, I've raised my kids since they were born. Never left their side.
Never said never.
Till this day, still have not left their side.
But people would say that they're with their grandparents majority of the time.
Well, the little one does live with me. But recently she went back for a bit.
Who's the little one? Like her then? So she was with the grandparents and then she moved back to Ash?
But my parents helped me raise them after me and their dad split up. So, of course, you know, whenever you're kind of raised by your mom and your grandparents, you kind of fall into like a grandparent's baby, you know, so to speak. And so, I've never been the one to be like, no, you can't go to their house, you know. If that's where they feel more comfortable at, then why not, you know?
What's the reason for the 1981? Is it like like the tattoo? Is it like Ash's own birthday? Or was it like the birthday of her man that passed away 2024? And what's on her thigh? Can't read that. And the rose I got it a meaning. Does it have a meaning, or is it just for beauty's sake? She thought it would be aesthetic.
No, but I still legally have custody of my kids. I've never lost custody of them.
So you do have
But she has 20 CPS, right? I've heard, like CPS cases. I've learned in the last video.
full custody of
Yeah,
your
I
children.
have full custody of them. Yeah.
Okay, and why do you think they would feel more comfortable at their grandparents' house? Like, what is it that isn't happening in your house that makes them uncomfortable?
So to be honest,
Right.
My oldest one, when I
Which is
get
Haley?
on, yes, which
Okay.
is
Okay,
Haley.
Haley.
When I get
Okay, then she's the oldest one. She's Haley, and that's the younger one. I don't know her name yet.
onto her,
Right.
she runs to them, and they're like the ones that save her. You know, like
Right.
oh, grandma,
Like, mom's
yeah.
upset. I need to go to grandma's.
Yes, and
Okay.
so basically that's how it is with them. The little one, Eviana, she
Okay, Eviana. Eviana is her name. Eviana. Okay.
calls me, mom, come pick me up. Mom, come pick me up. So of course I go pick her up.
Right.
And so, you know, she's the one who stays with me most of the time. But yeah, I mean, I used to like staying with my grandma whenever I was younger. So I guess because I know how it is to stay with my grandparent, and I was, basically raised by my grandparent as well. I don't push them to be, no, you're my child. You're going to stay with me. You're not
Right.
going to go to your grandma and grandpa's. Like, no.
Okay. I get that. I personally I didn't grow up with, my grandparents are in Brazil, so I didn't have that relationship.
So she's whatever, half Brazil or whatever. Or she got like some sort of Brazilian blood, like Camilla?
But so tell me a little bit more about their dad. I feel like there's a lot going on the internet right now. You mentioned that the family is speaking out and trying to get clout. Why do you feel that?
Just wait a second.
A little bit more. Parents are in Brazil.
No.
Okay. I get that. I personally I didn't grow up with, my grandparents are in Brazil, so I didn't have that relationship.
Okay.
And why do you feel that way? Like, is speaking out and trying to get clout. Why do you feel that way? Like, what is the story, and why do you feel the family speaking out on it now?
Of course, you know, like, and it's not only to him, but it's literally to my other exes as well. There's two more that I'm speaking.
But she said, she like who's now trying to get clout? It's like this, like Jesse. I learned about this one inmate husband or whatever. It's like Jesse they're talking about. She had some of this beef with him also on TikTok.
Speaking of your exes as well. There's two more that I'm speaking of. Literally, like, as soon as my name started going across the internet and TikTok, of course, they started coming out with certain stories. Oh, I'm the kid's dad's friend. I'm the cousin. I'm the aunt, whatever. I guess like now they're trying to get the followers. They're trying to get this. They're trying to get that. But in reality, they weren't there for my...
Like also with Ash, what's her ethnicity specifically? Maybe something Hispanic, I don't know.
kids like they should have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you genuinely believe
My kids get this, they're trying to get that. But in reality, they weren't there for my kids like they should have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you genuinely believe that these people are coming out and telling the story to try and get fame and publicity, and it's not for closure.
Basically, because if they really wanted to be a part of my kid's life, why not pick up the phone and say, hey, can I see the kids? My kids have not seen their dad's family since their dad's funeral.
And they haven't reached out at all.
They have not reached out.
They haven't.
Okay, so it's about the dad's part of the family who's not trying to get clout. Okay, that's what it's about. Not like your inmate husbands or ex-husbands. Okay.
Texted your phone.
Have they texted y'all?
Is that something you guys desire? Like, do you desire to have a relationship with your dad's side of the family?
No, because I'm not close with them. And even if I was, it'd be kind of awkward because I've never been that close with them, like, since I was little, obviously.
Never, bro.
But ever since I grown up, they'd never texted or nothing. And then once I found out about my dad, that's when they started coming and talking to us. And then after the funeral, nothing. Unfollowed us, everything, never talked to us.
They unfollowed you guys?
On Instagram, my cousins did.
That's so interesting, bro, right? When some sort of like this Instagram unfollow is like some sort of the death sentence of whatever relationship you got with this person. Right? Friendship, relationship, whatever. If they unfollow, like, like, right? It's, oh. That in itself is funny, bro. That in itself is funny. Not speaking of Haley's story here, but in general. I'm gonna unfollow this person now. We're done. It's just funny to me, bro.
And they were the one who told us about the funeral.
But also, it makes not really sense to still follow them, right? Because you don't maybe want to see their pictures showing up on your timeline or for you, whatever. It makes sense, right? But it's some sort of like also this is like it would be like the maybe the comparison of if you had a flip phone back then and we were talking with someone like, you know what? Yeah, then whatever, get lost. Bow, right? That's some sort of like the Instagram unfollow move. Bow, we're done.
On everything. And then after they unfollowed us.
Could there be a possibility that the family's grieving and they're posting it online to try and get some closure? Because I feel like there are times where people come out about your dad and they say, you know, horrible things. Maybe they're trying to come to the defense. Like, you don't think that that could be a possibility, or trying to speak up for him since he's not here to speak up for himself? They're really just trying to get money out of this.
Honestly, I don't know what's their deal. But whatever it is, I mean, I don't know. I don't have nothing else to say about that.
Okay.
Just that they weren't in our life that much.
Y'all weren't in their life. So clock out. Don't try and clock in now. I get that. I feel like that could come off a little disrespectful, especially if you never knew them and all of a sudden they're like chirping. Like, I would be like, I guess. But I think there's a man.
Does does Camilla have some sort of like a chemical burn on her arm? Because I've seen this a few times with the Caligari sisters. I don't even know how you get a chemical burn, bro. That's so new to me, bro. But is it like a tattoo? I don't know.
Manner of phrasing it being like, oh, he just wants clout. Like it just looked so bad. Like I was like, oh god.
Who wants clout?
All of a sudden they're like chirping. Like I would be like, I guess, but I think there's a manner of phrasing it being like, oh, he just wants clout.
Okay,
Like it just looked so bad. Like I was like, oh god. I came up with a list of questions that are family
Was she talking about a person out of her life?
respectful, especially if you never knew them and all of a sudden they're like chirping. Like I would be like, I guess, but I think there's a manner of phrasing it being like, oh, he just wants clout. Like it just looked so bad.
Okay, no, just in terms of their situation, she would put herself into their shoes.
Like I was like, oh god. I came up with a list of questions that are family friendly, and there are some questions that you girls are not going to be able to be here for.
Okay,
but
okay.
they're categorized. So your
Okay, that's very thoughtful of Camilla, bro. That she at least also, yeah, some sort of, yeah, sparing the children of whatever questions will come up there. That's thoughtful to get her out of the room.
mother has shared personal stories about your
Or them.
family online to be here for, but they're categorized. So your mother has shared personal stories about your family online. How do you feel about your family's private moments being public?
For their privacy, I feel like it's kind of awkward because there's probably things online that they don't want people to know.
Like what are some things out there about your family that you're like, oh hell?
There was a video.
Or like Evie.
For their privacy, I feel like
Check
it's
out.
kind of awkward because there's probably things online that they don't want.
Like, is this like the stuffed animal of Evie? She brought a stuffed animal with her. Made for comfort, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's really comfortable and calming for her.
People to know.
Yeah, probably.
Like what are some things out there about your family that you're like,
Probably things online that they don't want people to know.
like what are some things out there about your family that you're like, oh hell?
There was a video of my tia's engagement, like when her husband proposed to her. That video got out. And I feel like she didn't like it because why would they put their business out? Especially if it was posted, but they're stalkers to go that deep into posting my tia's stuff. Like it wasn't even my mom, it was my family. And there's like pictures of my grandparents on there and they're editing their photos. Like also I
Ooh.
feel like they don't like that because they don't like that. They don't like being online.
So you think your family, you would say that they don't enjoy the publicity?
But wait a second. Who's editing their photos?
Editing their photos. Like also I feel like they don't
Like her family herself are editing their photos that people won't, whatever, will be able to see them or blur their faces, or like the people who find the pictures of their whatever relatives, family members, they will edit it in some sort of very out of context. Let's say, yeah, maybe even trying to cause defamation, or in a very disadvantaged way to make them look bad. It's like that.
like that because they don't like that. They don't like being online.
So you think your family, you would say that they don't enjoy the publicity at all?
Yeah.
Is that something that like has impacted them in their relationship with you at all?
No.
Oh, it even got the cards got the Bob House symbol on it.
So they still are
Right.
comfortable being around you guys, and they're not.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's the Bob House symbol, bro. There's Bob on it and there's a house on it. Yes. It must be the Bob House symbol, bro. Okay. So they really, that's okay. That's maybe some sort of like, man, you can't really compare it with the Sidemen. We don't know with KSI and Vic and so on and on. But he has like also some sort of a collective group of OF creators that started as some sort of group and brand. It happens to be the Bob House. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, at least that's good.
Yeah.
You had something to say.
The funny thing is, bro, like, I don't know, bro, like, weeks back, I've seen, that's also why I popped it up in my head, I've seen it weeks back, bro. There was some sort of thumbnail on my For You page where someone was talking about the Bob House. And I was like, what's the Bob House? I was just keep scrolling. So it was like, okay, I saw the thumbnail, but wasn't, engaging with that more. I just knew that's also the term Bob House was like, okay, heard it. but I didn't know it was Camilla. Or, I don't even know who's Camilla now. I'm trying to find out about her now. But yeah, this was also like yeah. This also this Bob House. I've at least I've heard it before and saw a thumbnail, but it was all I knew, bro. Like it's interesting. They make some sort of a group out of it, like right, like some sort of collective group of OF content creators. Is this like this a whole new thing, right? It's the very first time that some OF creators are, teaming up, right? They're some sort of trendsetters, maybe, you know.
You went to grab the mic.
Yeah, so
They're not.
yeah.
Okay, at least that's good.
Yeah.
You had something to say. You went to grab the mic.
Yeah, so about my grandma and grandpa, there is like this picture. There is this picture, and it was like of them together, I think, and they edited that into like people from back in the old days.
What she said? What she said? Okay, they all laugh about this.
Like edited that into like people from back in the old days.
People back in the old days. Okay, that's an edit. Okay, so some people just make fun of them on the internet with their edits.
Like George Washington and
Oh, okay.
and they added like gray and white hair.
Not grandma and grandpa.
She's talking about
They're really laughing out about this.
Like from England.
from England.
That's to cover her face.
And because
like
my mom's grandma is actually from England. So when I,
Wait a second.
because my mom's grandma
Okay. Ash mom's grandma. So it's Ash grandmother. Yeah.
is actually from England. So when
Yes.
I told everybody on the internet I have my great grandma who is from England, they didn't believe me. So they went as far as looking up the last name, the family history, like the ancestry, all that, up until where she's buried and
Bro,
everything.
they know where she's buried, bro. Like that's crazy. Some people, bro. I don't know what. That's very. Let's say, if you don't know, this is the very first time seeing the UDYZYZ show now, first encounter with me reacting to stuff. I react to a lot of stereo triplets videos, and I've learned through me Guys and Gyals who are in the chat often. Appreciate y'all. They let me know that there are a lot of fans that gathered a lot of personal, private information about the stereo triplets, like whatever the marriage certificate of Mary Lou Sterniolo and Jimmy Sterniolo, their parents. They found that on the internet, bro. They found the IDs of Christopher and Matthew and Nicholas. Like there's some detectives, bro. They connected to the FBI. Like they put in some a lot of research. Seems like also it's with Ash TREVINO the case, but maybe not so much because they love her so much. Maybe because they want to find something they can use to maybe make fun of her, hurt her, whatever.
That's how into my life they are. So
Grandma and grandpa got a little cute edit of them. Period. Not the grandpa being famous.
But at least they can laugh about it, right?
Okay. All right. Well, that's that. All right.
Smooth.
Have there been instances where your mother has expressed feelings of jealousy towards you, and how does that affect your relationship with her?
All right, I've heard about this. One of my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers told me like last time where I was reacting to my very first Ash TREVINO video that maybe like Ash was jealous or envy of Haley, or I think it was especially Haley because like Haley's dad or like the passed away ex-husband of Ash was giving her more attention, more love than Ash, and that was maybe there was some sort of a competition for Ash. She thought herself maybe.
There's this video going around of my mom being jealous of me when I was little, having a better relationship with my dad than she did.
That's his kid. That's his whole kid. Not you being jealous of a baby girl.
it's not that. It's just
She a daddy's girl. She said he better love me more than he Calm down. He was in the he was in there making her. Okay, so he's gonna love her. Miss Girl was not. She was just.
it wasn't like that. I promise. It wasn't like that.
Okay, continue.
And then there's a lot of people saying that she's jealous of me because
How does that make you feel?
like I don't know, there's like nothing to be jealous of. I mean, I am her daughter, and they say
Okay, seems like Haley's pretty chill about it, so it seems like it's not that really the case. What the internet was maybe trying to make out of it, but let's hear her out.
I look like her, so there's nothing much different from us. Not that I have more followers than her.
Oh, we got Kyle in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Kyle. And yeah, Kyle is essentially saying Kyle, she is not that really into Ash's physical appearance. That's what Kyle is saying here.
Or maybe
in the chat.
That's why.
Oh, so you think she's jealous?
Not that I have more followers than her. Maybe that's why.
Okay.
Much different from us. I mean, I am her daughter, and they say I look like her, so there's nothing much different from us. Not that I have more followers than her. Maybe that's why.
Oh, so you think she's jealous of you because she has more followers? She clocked that shit so hard. She said, Mom, I don't like me because I'm outdoing her. I'm not doing the doer.
But it's interesting, bro. I had a way different energy or relationship in mind between Ash and her daughters as I was reacting to my, like, whatever, 2 days ago to my very first Ash TREVINO lore video. I thought they would have a way different energies for each other and way different relationship with each other. I thought it would be way more, maybe, more distance and way more, you know, like, I got maybe even a little bit of aversion towards you, but they can laugh with each other. Seems like, yeah, it's better than I thought, let's say. But yeah, there's more to find out, right? Maybe there's also some downsides, probably.
You have something to say about that?
Oh, do I have?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, you know, I would have had over 1 million and something
Woulda,
followers.
coulda, shoulda, girl. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But
She
then
got
they
a
did that
million.
mass unfollowing, and then they took my account. So of course,
You
but
hear
no,
that?
I
That
am
sounds
very no.
What happened?
The
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, girl.
followers.
Woulda,
Well, you know, I would have had over 1 million and something
woulda,
followers.
coulda, shoulda, girl. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But
She
then
got
they
a
did that
million.
mass unfollowing, and then they took my account. So of course,
You
but
hear
no,
that?
I
That
am
sounds like-
very. No, it does not.
Wait a second, did it happen? This mass unfollowing took her account, she had to start over? It's just like that would be like the worst case for Ash.
I am very proud of her though. Like I bought her a Gucci purse when for her was it 900K or 800K?
But wait a second. 900K Gucci purse. Ash is making that amount of money? She's making that amount of money? Through TikTok? And like, because my next question would have been like, is she completely providing everything of whatever, yeah, food, clothes, a roof over their head? That's her main income source. Like, I mean, is there still someone who's paying for child support and whatnot, or like she's a one woman show provider in terms of her family? But if she can spend 800K Gucci whatever purses or bags on a daughter, I don't know if it's like if the question is, has she taken a loan for this, or is it like cash or whatever, like, or she really got this as profit out of her TikTok? That's not just maybe a unwise financial decision, because you know there's a difference between revenue and profit, if you probably know. So I don't know if she gets herself even to some sort of like whatever financial trouble, especially when the tax man is coming around and wants his piece of the cake, right? Like, wow.
Bought her a Gucci purse. Like what 15-year-old literally if you're
Wait a second.
her a Gucci purse when for her was it 900K or 800K? Bought her
600K Gucci purse. Wow. Okay.
Gucci purse. Like what?
But wait a second, I've learned in the last video, the very first video I reacted to, the Ash TREVINO lore, that the kids like Haley and like Evie, they don't even have a bed. They have to sleep on an air mattress on the floor. But they're getting 600K Gucci bags or purses? Like how? Like why? Like what's bro, what? That makes no sense to me, bro.
A 15-year-old literally if
Not
you're-
my ass. I had Barbies.
Exactly.
My Barbies didn't even have a Gucci purse.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, I'm not jealous of her. I'm blessed to be able to give her the life that I've always wanted as a little girl.
I don't know if I've gotten misinformed with my very first reaction that happened 2 days ago with the TREVINO lore, but it doesn't really make sense either what Ash is saying here or what I saw in my first reaction. Because maybe Ash is delusional, because then she wants her daughter to have a life that she always wanted for herself. But did she want a life as a young girl that is full of child neglect? Your mom not whatever paying attention to you when you really need or most let's say the most in need of attention. Because I learned, like, I think it was Haley, she had an asthma attack, was maybe about to suffocate, and Ash was like, honey, yeah, just wait a second, maybe, yeah, wait a few seconds with almost dying, I'd have to finish this TikTok live battle. Like, what is the truth here? I want to know the truth.
And now that I can give it to her without...
There could...
And RF is saying in the YouTube chat, wasn't the interviewer, I think she's talking about Camilla, wasn't she also in some controversy? I don't know. Is she? Was she? This was my very first time seeing Camilla, or knowing, yeah, learning about her. I just know she's an OF content creator and she's part of the Bob House. That's all I know.
Be though, like...
But what you've heard, RF, in terms of the controversy?
Like, for example, I have a younger brother. And there could be, though, like... For example, I have a younger brother, and we grew up very differently. Like, I grew up in a very different financial situation than my brother.
Okay, so they weren't living together in one house with whatever, the same parents. Maybe patchwork or whatever. Well, not patchwork, but whatever. Brother stayed with the mom and she stayed with the dad, or other way around. So they had different financial situations. Okay, interesting.
And there were times where, like, I as a sibling would just be envious of how it felt like my brother's life was a little bit easier than mine growing up, because we're like almost 7 years apart.
Okay.
So it's like my parents' financial situation when I was growing up was very different than when my brother was growing up. So.
Oh, so they were more wealthy when, like, her brother was a child, and then later on maybe things turned bad as she then was a child. It was born financially. It went bad.
It could be, that could be a possibility where she didn't grow up like that. So seeing you grow up and it's a completely different situation. Of course, you always want better for your kids, but growing up a little fun, you know. Taking accountability is where you first take the step up.
I mean, hey, the internet's gonna say
because
what
where
they
was your
want.
Gucci bag at 15?
You know what? I might have not had a Gucci bag, but I had their dad, okay? At 15, so. We were dating at 14.
So I also learned, again, maybe I'm trying to recall it the right way. Ash was 12 years old, and her boyfriend, that happens to be their father, now, yes, passed away. He was 14 when they started. She was 12, right?
I met their dad when I was a teenager. No, not that. No. I meant, like, I was already dating their dad, so I was with their dad at that age.
She said no.
But wait a second, bro. Did Camilla just say, like, you were effing shagging with 14 years old? Is it that big of a no-no, bro? If you're 14 years old and you got a 14-year-old girlfriend, or you're 14-year-old and got a 14-year-old boyfriend, is that horrible or that wrong or bad to shag? You'd have your first time? I mean, if you then go into 13, 12, bro, 11, whatever, bro, it gets, yeah, let's say weirder and weirder, right? Again, I think I talked about this on another YouTube show in the past, where, like, yeah, at some point it just gets really weird and maybe even completely wrong, right? But again, I don't want to dive into this. But 2 14-year-old teenagers shagging for the first time, I don't know if it's like really like covering your mouth wrong. That's unheard of. I don't know when Camilla had her first time, but
No,
I was 16.
She said you were getting
I was
down.
16. I was 16. 16.
again, I'm not saying that you need, or it's the absolute 100% right thing to do to have your first time when you're 14 years old. Maybe you need a little bit more maturity to go this step. right? In terms of maybe really finding someone who is the right one for the first time, and also maybe to be aware of, hey, maybe we should do protection for health reasons, and maybe also, hey, maybe we're then signing up for something that we weren't really aware of, and there come responsibilities with that in terms of impregnating a person and then becoming a dad and a mom. Because becoming a dad and a mom is very easy, but being a mom and a dad is way more, let's say, a challenge.
No, I was with their dad at that age.
She said no.
No, I was.
She said you were getting.
No. We were dating at 14. I met their dad when I was a teenager.
No,
not that. No.
Yeah, I don't know if you just, I don't know really what how to understand the tonality of Camilla with this one here, but whatever. Maybe maybe she meant it differently. What I'm perceiving, whatever.
I meant like I was already dating their dad, so I was with their dad at that age.
Oh, we got River in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, River. And it's still potential teen pregnancy. And hello at the end. I understand it was like hello. I think this whole thing is giving her brain rot. Well, yes, that's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying also with the 14 years old. That that's very that's also absolutely a fact you need to put into consideration. They should have had the bees and birds talk before that, and that in a proper amount of time and detail, that they know what they're signing up for if they making love or shagging, whatever they're doing. So yeah, that also comes absolutely into play what River says here with the potential teen pregnancy. But because being pregnant as a teen is not necessarily what you want to have going on. If it happens, bro, again, that will be a whole nother topic of, keep it or get rid of it, bro. That's a whole different topic I won't dive into now. But yeah, I was talking especially about this when Camilla's move here with the mouse covering that was giving me like a little bit like, yeah, I don't really know what to do with that.
She said no.
No, I was 16.
She said you were getting
I was
down.
16. I was 16.
River says, see, it may be okay for boys, but it's different matter for girls getting involved in intimate activities because the risk is higher. Again, River, I totally understand. If a girl gets impregnated, she is the one who has to bear the child for 9 months in her body. And yeah, maybe the boy who should be the father is not mature enough to be a father. Maybe the woman, the girl herself, is not mature enough to be a mom. At least a good mom and a good dad. I know that. I totally know that. And I'm aware of this. Yeah? But I want to say here that if this, in terms of the risk, yeah, both parties should have the awareness what comes, the risks and chances of making love together or shagging. That's what I'm saying here. I'm not saying it's way easier for the boys or it's way easier for the girls. They both having fun, right? So yeah, like no, it's not like that. But the River, I understand what you're also trying to mention here, right? I totally. And what I said was not like towards you, River. Like I wasn't like that in general. I'm speaking in general here, but I totally understand here. And like maybe, yeah, I understand it with the teen pregnancy, and this happens often. Then the boy's like, "Yo, I'm out. Bro, I'm way too young for this. I don't want to be a dad. It was fun putting it in, but now the responsibility. I'm out. And then there's the girl there, right? Maybe all alone. Maybe just hopefully she has her parents with her that support her. So yeah, so teen pregnancy is a totally different thing. And I'm not saying it's way easier for girls or it's way easier for boys or whatever it is. I'm just saying if teenagers are making love, decide to make love to each other and shagging with each other, both need to have had this awareness and talk what risks and chances come with shagging. That's what I'm saying. And again, with the age, that's a whole different topic. Again, at a certain point, it just gets weird when they're too young. But we were talking here with 14. That was with the Camilla. Whoa, you did the, whatever. I think you understood what I'm saying here.
16. Yes.
Rue says in the Twitch chat we might get a couple more TREVINOs. Hopefully not, bro. And also, RF is saying, like, okay, the controversy with Camilla. RF is talking about in the YouTube chat. RF thinks that Camilla was in some controversy because she was using her family to promote her OF, and she was promoting it to kids. RF thinks, but RF doesn't know if Camilla promoted it to kids or if it was another person. Okay. And RF goes on that RF tries to avoid stuff like that to talk about this mom because she's saying she tries to avoid stuff that talks about, okay, she's trying to avoid content or stuff that talks about this mom, like TREVINO, because RF has a feeling that her brain will rot after watching something about her. That's what River also said. Yeah, seems like there's a big of brain rot associated with TREVINO, bro.
The mic to them. The girl with the million.
I'm not necessarily signing up for brain rot, but yeah. I'm now into. I decided to do this one here, and I will also definitely finish it and end it. I'm not feel brain rotted so far, but yeah, maybe there's a way deeper rabbit hole that I shouldn't dive into, and I won't. But I think this is for me at least still in bounds. Maybe it's just curiosity because she's so scandalous on the internet right now. But maybe it's also gonna be the last time I'm gonna react to Ashton. We're gonna see.
Yes.
The mic to them. The girl with 1 million followers. What are some positive experiences you've had as a family due to your mother's online activities?
Okay. But again, bro, nah, whatever. Again, bro, just again, with the shagging, bro, we had this talk. Some people have their first time when they're 30 because they waited for marriage. Totally fine. Some couples, maybe they were both 14, had their first time. Okay, then they were teenagers. Again, if someone is a teenager, or let's say a minor. One is a minor, and the other one is an adult. Again, morally wrong, bad, against the law. Younger than 14, it gets considerably more weird, and then at some point just completely wrong and bad. Yeah, maybe already. Yeah, maybe younger than 14 is already completely wrong and bad. Whatever. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, we're not going to talk about this now. I'm going to continue with this one.
Positive experiences you've had as a family due to your mother.
Yeah, probably going to be totally wrong and weird. What? Let it go. Not going to rant about this.
Mother's online activities. Some positive experiences you've had as a family due to your mother's online activities.
Like trips?
Yeah, like what are some things because of the social media presence that you guys have? What are some positive things that you've experienced because of it?
Well, we go on trips. Like we just got back from New York and New Jersey.
Okay.
Obviously, when we go shopping, we spend a lot, like quite a bit of money.
Oh, because she liked to get down. Did she get Louis? First of all, girl, you know that in your TikTok shop, it says that like what you bought, and people are like, girl, that is off-brand Louis. Have you ever been caught with off-brand bags?
Okay.
No, I haven't, to be honest. Like, they literally think my Louis are fake. I can pull up the receipt right now if you want to see it. I can log in.
She got it always on hand if someone is trying to claim it's not real. RF is in the YouTube chat. Camilla wasn't promoting it to kids, but the way she was promoting it made people think that she was promoting it to kids. What did she do that came across that she was promoting it to kids? Because if she wasn't promoting it to kids, but it was a considerably big amount of people saying it is promoted to kids, what especially she had done to raise this thought or impression on the people would be interesting to know. If you can elaborate, RF, would like to know. It's yeah.
into my Louis account right now.
Oh, she got an account.
I got a YSL account.
Okay, period.
Gucci
And?
and Louis. Yeah.
Stop playing with her. She got
Exactly. Exactly.
Again, bro, I don't know if that's wise financial decisions, bro. If her daughters really need to sleep on air mattresses and not having an own bed, and spending it on one YSL, Gucci, Louis.
Who wants me to be their sugar mama? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, next question. How do you handle
I like how she's just throwing away the cards, bro.
discussions with friends who are Anyways, next question. How do you handle discussions with friends who are aware of your mother's online persona?
Wait a second.
How do you handle discussions with friends who are aware of your mother's online persona? Because I know that ain't easy.
Yeah. So when they found out about my mom, some people didn't like it, obviously. And one of my friends...
She said obviously.
One of my friends actually... There was a video about her and my mom talking to her. And...
Your mom was talking to your friends?
Yeah, because she was on live and it got clipped.
Okay.
And
Like she came in the room?
No, we were by the pool.
Okay.
So they got a pool?
And my mom was talking about her ex and telling her like girl advice, I guess. And people were saying in the comments of my friends,
Ex?
My friend has an ex.
How old's your friend?
My age?
How old are you?
15.
She has an ex-boyfriend at 15.
I don't know what Camilla's background is, bro. That is like, that makes her cover her mouth if someone is dating, or maybe shagged with 14, both being 14, or having an ex-boyfriend with 15 that makes her have to, whatever, yeah, get some air to her face or she's about to faint. Like, I don't, was she raised extremely conservative as a Christian and went to church every single Sunday, and she was on a girls only school, and her parents told her that whatever, shagging before marriage is the devil? What is it? I would like to know that makes her react like that.
I'm scared. Okay.
Again, I'm curious. I really want to know. What's her upbringing?
Continue.
And she told me about the video and she was like, girl, I don't want this out. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, it's not my fault that my mom was live and it got clipped. And a lot of people don't like my mom going live. Like,
because you also keep in mind, if she's 15, she had an ex-boyfriend. Bro, sometimes it's just like a teenager thing. They wear a couple for a week and they say, that's my ex-boyfriend now. 15 years old, 1 week earlier, they broke up. 1 week later, still 15, ex-boyfriend. You understand it? So that's sometimes like what teenagers do, right? And even if it would have been 6 months, they will still be 15 both, or maybe 15 to 14 to 15. And then this, I don't know. Maybe I have to learn a little bit more about Camilla to understand her in terms of her reactions.
getting clipped or anything, because I guess they're embarrassed of it for being our friends and stuff. I would say we lost a bit of friends.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
To be honest, there's nothing I can do about it.
But there is.
I mean, it sucks, yes. But at the end of the day, like, their friends shouldn't be around, because if I'm live...
So wait a second. What the situation is?
A bit of for being our friends and getting clipped or anything, because I guess they're embarrassed of it for being our friends and stuff. I would say we lost a bit of friends.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
To be honest, there's nothing I can do about it.
But there is.
I mean, it sucks, yes. But at the end of the day, like, their friends shouldn't be around, because if I'm live, they even know. If I'm live, like, don't come in my room. Don't come in, like, unless I'm live with them and I'm like, hey, we're going to do a live. But even then, they don't like to be on camera.
Okay.
So, you know, it's, and like she said, what they clip is not, it's not in my control. They clip whatever they want. I can sit here.
Okay, I'm going to check on the chat here. And RF saying in the YouTube chat, and sometimes Camilla will make normal innocent videos, but she will put in a link in the comments that just took you to her OF, so people were mad at her for that, because most of her audience is kids. Okay. Okay. she some sort of slipped it into normal videos, and then the kids were like, okay, she made this funny little skit. I want to check out this website. It happens to called OF. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's more videos of her. And they're like, whoa, what's that? I haven't seen that. What is that, mom? You know, maybe it was like that. Gonna check on the chat here on Twitch. Money saying she was promoting it on TikTok, Camilla, her OF. Okay, maybe with those videos, right? There's nothing to do with OF, and then all of a sudden slip it in. We got Barbie in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Barbie. Barbie saying she thinks penguins, like Charlie, right? Moist Crinkle did a video on Camilla, but Barbie haven't watched it. But there's a thumbnail with the video being called "She's Creepy." Okay, and Manny is saying she thinks it's just cause 15 is still young. You know. And Barbie saying, to be honest, she thinks she's pretending to be shocked. She doesn't see it as genuine. Okay. Okay. So it seems like Barbie is saying, and it's not even like some sort of ironically, like sarcasm, you know, like oh, you know, because how I learned she's an OF creator. So maybe the topic shagging, intercourse is not that alien to her. But it doesn't mean she waited till she was 18 or 21 to start this, right? Can be. And she was maybe before that very, very... whatever, very conservative in terms of shagging before marriage. But then it changed, right? People change sometimes. I'm not talking about this here. But also, okay, what I think what Barbie is saying here, she's really trying just to make it look like that she's really shocked. But not in a funny, sarcastic or ironic way, but really like, oh, I'm really shocked. Like, oh no, I wouldn't do that. I think that's what Barbie's trying to tell you with this. Yeah, she's pretending to. And yes. RF saying the credibility is a bit questionable of Camilla. Okay. Also with these reactions maybe. With the covering the mouth. And, oh, okay. Thanks, Miguel, for giving me at least some opinions of you. And some information that I can make more sense out of it.
And say...
River says it ain't RF. Wow. Okay. Again, we're crossing borders with the name spells. It went from RF YouTube to Twitch River. So yeah, we got some sort of a... it builds a whole organism of different names in this spell. Crossing borders.
Something about you, and they're going to get the bad part of it. And then they're going to make a whole TikTok and make me seem like I was... I can sit here and say something about you... and they're going to get the bad part of it.
And I also want to say, like, whatever. I'm not saying OF content creators are bad or good persons, whatever. Just the fact that she's an OF creator, what I said before, right? There's no judgment attached to what I said here.
And then
just trying to understand.
We're going to do a live in my room. Don't come in like their friends.
How does that make you feel?
So, no, Ash.
To be honest, there's nothing I can do about it.
But there is.
I mean, it sucks, yes. But at the end of the day, like, their friends shouldn't be around. Because if I'm live, they even know. If I'm live, like, don't come in my room. Don't come in, like, unless I'm live with them and I'm like, hey, we're going to do a live. But even then, they don't like to be on camera.
Okay, so also she included her daughters on purpose on some streams, okay?
So, you know, it's, and like she said, what they clip is not, it's not in my control. They clip whatever they want. I can sit here and say something about you, and they're going to get the bad part of it. And then they're going to make a whole TikTok and make me seem like I was like side-eyeing you or jealous of you or something. They're going to make something bad out of nothing, literally. So, you know, I mean...
But you don't think that maybe like, oh, hey, mom, I'm having friends over. You don't... Like, you would say no to them having friends over if you knew you were going to go live.
So, their friends, some of them do not come over my house anymore.
Okay.
Just because the parents don't feel comfortable because my address is leaked.
Okay.
And...
Wait a second. RF said in the YouTube chat, you called me River once. I called RF River once, and now called River RF. Yes, yeah, RF. We got this name spells going on. I got someone put a name spell on me that some sort of mix up the names. Maybe a little bit often, maybe not that often, but yeah, let's say it happens noticeably. That I mix up the names of me guys and girls. Hope you can understand.
Okay.
Just because the parents don't feel comfortable because my address is leaked.
Okay.
And so I totally agree with that. I understand that. There is some that still come over, and when I'm live, they know, so they stay out of the area where I am live.
So you don't feel like any sort of guilt or sadness that they've lost friends because of it, and they've expressed that?
No, because it's not even for that reason, to be honest. I feel like some of their friends are jealous because of the life that they have. They don't go to school anymore. They
don't go to school anymore. Hopefully they get some sort of education, at least homeschooling, or whatever, at least a private school. Like they're 15, right? 14, 15. And there's some basics you need to learn in school, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You don't have to go to college and university and be the whatever, the guy that got the big degree. But please, for your own sake, bro, finish high school. Just graduate, bro. Because there's some basics also for life. There's some things you won't be using for the rest of your life. But again, there are certain things you want to learn, bro. So do yourself the favor and at least graduate high school, bro. And then after that, whatever, go straight into a job or whatever, become an entrepreneur and found something, a company, or go to college or university, whatever your way is. But do yourself the favor and just graduate high school, bro. And I know there's success stories out there where they dropped out of high school and made it very big. Again, can happen, law of reality, right? But yeah, just to be safe, graduate high school, bro. But maybe you're one of the special ones that can also make it that big without high school, whatever. Just my opinion.
Well, they're homeschooled. You know, they can just get up and leave, take a trip, and honestly,
okay, homeschool. She just said it.
You know, they can just get up and leave, take a trip, and like some of their friends are jealous because of the life that they have. They don't go to school anymore. They're homeschooled.
Okay, at least that.
You know, they can just get up and leave, take a trip, and honestly, I mean, there's reasons why I pulled Haley out of school. Because she wasn't talking to certain friends anymore also. Right. And it wasn't because of me. It was because of things that when you're a teenage girl, you and...
we got Kia on the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Kia. Barbie is saying she's definitely not homeschooling those kids. Yeah, with Ash homeschooling them, I wasn't really... saw that big of a chance of that. But maybe she's hiring a teacher who's homeschooling them, right? Some sort of like private lessons. Because it seems like they got the financial potency for that. Like Haley gets 600K Gucci purses. Hopefully there's also a little bit amount of money for a private teacher. For homeschooling. A homeschooling teacher, hopefully, they can hire. Would make sense at least. Barbie says, Ash saying they were homeschooled seems like she's trying to cover up they don't go to school anymore. Maybe, yes. I don't know. Barbie says the thing about Ash is she lies about anything and everything and always get caught. Okay, okay. So it seems like there are a lot of cases where she cried wolf, and yeah. Now she's a girl, the woman who cries wolf, or it's just a notorious liar, maybe even. That's what Barbie's trying to tell you, I think. And River says, she feels like some parents nowadays don't understand the concept of homeschooling. What they call homeschooling is unschooling. That's what River's saying. Barbie says she won't buy... What was my voice going on? Barbie says that Ash won't buy kids for her kids. Buy bats. She corrected herself. Ash won't buy bats for her kids, but she's homeschooling them? Question mark? Answer, she's saying no. Yeah, also that doesn't really add up for me with the 600K Gucci purse and air mattresses, right? Not having them having bats. That's really adding up.
When your friends fight,
right?
So she just didn't like going because they were having a fallout or something. So with that, she was just like, Mom, I don't want to go to school no more. Can you homeschool me? So I finally did it. Like literally,
okay, Ash is saying that Haley asked Ash to homeschool her, so she's the homeschool teacher. I also don't see that big of a chance that this is happening or is successful.
A couple weeks into school, I took her out. I said, well, I'm not going to have you miserable either.
Right. RF is saying in the YouTube chat that So she's asking, so how old is the mom now? I think she's 35, if I can recall it right, what I've learned in the first reaction that happened a few days ago. RF is asking, Haley gets 600K a year? That's a lot, she's saying. Well, not really. Like, she just got this one, present, a gift of Ash, she said, because Ash was so proud of Haley. That's why she gave her, as a present or a gift, like this 600K Gucci purse. And RF said she got to go again. But she said she doesn't think she will come back this time. So it was wonderful to have you, RF, and hopefully until next time.
And so I did what I could as a mom to protect her from them girls. Because if you're going to be a true friend, you're going to stay a friend through the bad, the good, the ugly, whatever.
Right.
And so for that, they're still young.
Even if she did say, she was like, I've lost friends because of my mom and what she does in the lives and stuff. So in my opinion, I feel like as a mom, I'd be like, damn, like, I'm sorry. Like, I would be like, I would.
So wait a second. But Camilla is just speaking hypothetically, right? She's not a mom herself. She's just like, if I would have been a mom, if I would be a mom. So she ain't got no kids. Camilla, right?
Want an apology from my mom and be like, look, it's because of my mom and what she does in the lives and stuff. So in my opinion, I feel like as a mom, I'd be like, damn, like, I'm sorry. Like, I would be like, I would want an apology from my mom and be like, look, I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. But at some point, it's like, you would not be a topic of conversation with her friends if it wasn't for your online presence. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Like, if you worked a regular 9 to 5 in a regular job where it wasn't plastered all over social media and you weren't, granted, one of the most controversial people right now, there wouldn't be anything to fight about. Like, yeah, they're 16. Yeah, they're going through like hormonal shit and whatever, y'all. I don't know what happens at 16 anymore. Hopefully not crazy. But I would feel some sort of way, especially given that, you know, she literally just said, like, yeah, like, they don't like coming around or they feel some way about what my mom says. And then to sit here and be like, oh no, like, it's not me at all. Like,
I did have a 9 to 5.
There has to be some accountability.
She had a 9 to 5, she's saying. So wait a second, bro. Well, so yeah, I'm just gonna, I know we're in the middle of this reaction, bro, but yeah, I just really need to take a whiz now, bro. 2-minute bathroom break, for real. 1, 2. In 2 minutes, we're gonna continue with this one. 2 minutes. Really, 2 minutes. I'm gonna be back. 2 minutes bathroom break. 2 minutes. We're gonna continue with this one. See you in 2 minutes. And we're back. I think that was, pretty much 2 minutes, right? So, Barbie is saying, Ash is 36 currently. And then Barbie's also asking, you mean like 6K bags? Gucci bags? And maybe not 600K? Well, I was also thinking when Ash mentioned that, if she means 6K or maybe even 60K Gucci purse, but she said, I went back. She said 600K. Ash even said 800K, and then Haley corrected her and said, no, like 600K. I was all like, that's crazy. I was also bamboozled. I don't know if they just mixed up the digits here, the numbers. But I think she really said, pretty sure they said 600K Gucci purse. Like, that's like, bro, that's like a house. It was all like, bro, that's what? And maybe a pretty cheap house, right? Nowadays. Barbie also, there's no way, there's no Gucci bag at 600K. Maybe Barbie knows Gucci better than I do, bro. I'm not that well versed with this high prestige brands. And yeah, seems like because of Barbie says that's not a thing, so maybe Ash just messed it up with the numbers here, probably. Yeah. Or I understood it wrong. But I'm pretty sure I understood 600K and I jumped back even, I think, because I was that bamboozled. If it's the truth that it's 700K Gucci bag purses, I don't know. But I'm very sure that they said 600K.
Feel some sort of way, especially given that, you know, she literally just said, like, yeah, like, they don't like coming around or they feel some way about what my mom says. And then to sit here and be like, oh no, like, it's not me at all. Like,
I did have a 9 to 5.
There has.
She said she had a 9 to 5 or has a 9 to 5 at the moment still.
And then to sit here and be like, oh no, like, it's not me at all. Like,
I did have a 9 to 5.
There has to be some accountability though.
Yeah, I did have a 9 to 5.
She did.
And was this happening anyway?
It was still happening, yes. I've worked at my last job that I had I worked there for 6.5 years. Up until December 23rd of this past December, 2024,
You were working.
I got fired.
Fired?
Yes.
What was her 9 to 5 of Ash?
For what?
The trolls from TikTok literally
No.
sent my owner a video of me showing my nip. Yes. Yes. So they fired me. And I just put that out there literally on TikTok because people were like, you don't know how to work. You don't have a job. You don't have this. You don't have that. Well, why do y'all think I wasn't coming on TikTok till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock my time? I had a 9 to 5. I worked.
Your boss saw your nipple.
Literally. And then somebody...
And River says, who needs beds when you can sleep on Gucci and Louis Vuitton bags? Well, yeah. You don't need a bed, you need a bag. Bro, it's... I don't really know. But it seems like, again, I some sort of understand that's still their mom, right? And I think they love their mom. Even though she's, doing a lot of things wrong, as it seems. And they maybe still want to be with their mom. Also, makes sense, but also, like... I really want to know what the daughters maybe have still in them. They want to say that's maybe not that easygoing as it seems right now, because I think there's way more in that they would maybe like to speak and they don't feel comfortable to do it on this show. Or maybe Ash said you're not allowed to say it on the show today. I don't know, but maybe there's more what the daughters want to say that's maybe very, very tragic that we weren't able to hear so far, or maybe won't hear at all.
Took a picture of me at my desk and posted it all over TikTok. One of the patients did.
Oh, she was some sort of a nurse then, right? If she's talking about patients.
Picture of me at my desk. Literally. And then somebody took a picture of me at my desk and posted it all over TikTok. One of the patients did.
Wait, where did you work?
I worked at a donut office in Arlington, Texas.
Wait a second. A donut office? You see that? A donut office? A donor, right? More like a donor.
TikTok. One of the patients did.
Wait, where did you work?
I worked at a donut office in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, I think she meant donor, not donut or dinner. But definitely not a donut office. It would be pretty weird to have patients at a donut office, if there's even such a thing as donut offices.
How did that even happen?
What?
Also, they're located in Texas. Okay.
The slip.
I was drunk on...
Bobby says dentist. Okay. Dentist office.
Where did you work?
I worked at a donut office in Arlington.
Bro, that wasn't audible to me at all, bro. That it was dentist.
And posted it all over TikTok. One of the patients did.
Wait, where did you work?
I worked at a donut office in Arlington.
Bro, there was dental office. I don't know, like dental office. Okay, makes sense now. Dental office. Thanks, River. Thanks, Barbie, for helping me out here.
In Texas.
How did that even happen?
What?
The slip.
I was drunk on live with Santos.
Every special story involves some alcoholic drink, right? Like there's almost no boring story where alcohol is included, right? Not saying it's a good or bad story, but especially not. It's definitely not boring.
Literally. I'm gonna do the walk of shame now.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed for that because I regret ever meeting Santos.
She regrets it. What does it mean, bro? What does this mannerism of Camilla means? What I've missed? This is a trend. I noticed this year one, right? This I'm playing you the smallest violin in the world, right? Because it's such a just such a tear-jerking story that makes me gonna cry. Oh, I'm gonna play the people like mocking someone. But this one is something. Is it like an applause? Clipping of the nails, applause, or is it just with index finger and the thumb? Is it some sort of applause?
Have you set any boundaries?
Okay, that's the next question here. River says, but donut office is funnier. All right, Barbie's dropping some facts in terms of this 600K bag that we were talking about. I understood it like that. Barbie's saying a Birkin bag. One is the most sought out designer bag A Birkin bag. One is the most sought out designer bag, goes for 30K to 250K. And Barbie says she needs to watch the part to hear 6K or 600K. Yeah, it's pretty much, I think original duration maybe 10 minutes. But yeah, then you can, yeah, I don't know. You have to make the UDYZYZ formula calculation to find the right spot in the reaction part. Or just watch the original video. I think around 10 minutes. Around 10 minutes, probably, approximately, is this Birkin bag thing. It's around where Haley said, I think it's right after Haley said what her TikTok success is. And after that, Ash said like she's so proud of her. That's why she bought Haley the 600K Gucci purse at around this time of the video.
Have you set any?
Barbie says okay, she will go watch the OG podcast. She will be back. Perfect. Barbie's putting in the research. I appreciate that we can make this clear what's going on here with this horrendously expensive Gucci purse.
Any bound? Have you set any boundaries as her kids regarding to anything that's been shared publicly? If so, when were those boundaries established and what are they?
Okay, so like getting clipped, obviously walking into her room, I told her, let me know when you're on live. So I don't walk into her room and they clip me and post it, because that's happened like twice already. And they zoom in on my face and then people make fun of me.
Okay.
And then there's times where I don't want her to talk about stuff about us because obviously people are going to clip it and then share it more online.
Do you think that maybe sometimes she can exploit situations to get views?
I'm going to be real, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Okay, now they get into the nitty gritty of Ash's wrongdoings that also some sort of, directly giving the daughters a chance to speak out and share their feelings.
Because that's the game. But that's your kid.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
I don't do it with them. I mean, I don't really like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if y'all have anything to say about the kids.
It's an interesting type of podcast because, again, I'm not too deep into watching or reacting to podcasts. But isn't it like that a podcast is something like that is ongoing without cuts? Just cuts in terms of who's speaking, but it's like the audio is continuously chronological, no gaps in between. You know, that's some sort of also what is a thing of a podcast, right? It's like whatever is happening in this time, you're gonna see it. It's not like cuts part out, because there was a hard cut here.
I like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if y'all have anything to say about the kids, I don't like to talk about them.
She just said yes.
I don't do it with them. I mean, I don't really like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if y'all have anything to say about the kids, I'm not answering it. If anything, I protect them now. When they come in my room, I cover the camera. When they're around, I don't film them.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and used it for views regarding the kids? Would you feel like maybe she has done that ever?
Yeah, but not me, my sister. You've taken her when she was sick and you were begging for money.
When?
You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health. When I was in
Wait a second. So Evie was begging for money or what?
hospital. Taking her when she was sick and you were begging
You're taking her when she was sick?
for money.
Oh, okay. That she took Evie on TikTok live and then begging the people, hey, donate money. We need to get this kid healthy again.
You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health. When I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's because, that was like...
Oh yeah, that's that reaction of Camilla I can understand, right? That one I can understand. This face palm. That one I can understand. That's the first mannerism that makes sense to me right away.
A while back, though. But you weren't even in the hospital.
Yeah,
You were
but
just
no, but I still didn't like that.
Yeah.
What was the reason she was in hospital? Like Evie? I know the oldest one, like Haley, is the one with the asthma attack that she had back then. She has asthma,
But we were...
right?
But you wanted my information out for a galaxy.
I was
Literally, G Money and everyone else, like Angelito, they could send you They could send you a galaxy.
I don't have a follower.
What's his name then?
Stop saying it.
Oh, double T.
Okay, Barbie's back. She got now the information. She said, you just misheard. She bought her a Gucci bag for 900k TikTok followers. That makes way more sense. And she goes on, she bought her the bag for 900k in terms of dollars. Thanks, Barbie, for investing your time, your precious lifetime to research that and make this clear. Totally appreciate you for this move and the effort. So now I know. It was like also like bamboozled, bro. Makes way more sense. Makes way more sense. It was like for some sort of to celebrate the 900k TikTok followers. And then Haley was like, nah, it was like I had 600k followers. That's why you bought me this Gucci bag for whatever price it had. All right, now we know.
You sold her out for a galaxy? You sold her out for a galaxy?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like
She's
that.
in the hospital talking about something. Give me a galaxy if you want to know what's wrong with her.
She wasn't in the
Say
hospital.
sorry. In the hospital talking about something. Give me a galaxy if you want to know what's wrong with her.
She wasn't in the
Say
hospital.
sorry. Say sorry right now. She's about to cry. Give her a hug and say sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That's send a galaxy to help me pay the medical bills.
There was only the Yoshi sound missing, like blum, right with the tongue.
Wow. How do you handle misinformation or rumors about your family online? And what would you say the most outrageous rumor has been? Question. Do you have beds?
Well, I don't live with my mom.
But
So Haley isn't living with their mom anymore. So she's now at the grandparents'?
at your mom's house.
No.
Oh boy. Okay, even the tongue out of Ash, like, bro.
I'm going to Zelle you. I'm going to give you money for, I want a bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today. And I'm going to insert the clip.
Okay, so also the podcast is taking place in the Bob house, right? Yeah. So yeah. There must be a pretty big mansion, right? Like, or I don't know how many members of the Bob house are there. Again, I'm learning a whole new stuff about Camilla and whatever, the Bob house, this OF content creator collective. How many members are there? Like it must be a big mansion, right? Like, or not? Like, I saw the Sideman house. The first one was it was a big house, considerably larger and bigger than some people have. Definitely, bro, definitely. But yeah, it would be interesting. Do they have a mansion? Do they have a whole whatever property, a big one, or is it just a regular house? Or
Clip
but she has a separate room for podcast, definitely.
of the receipt.
There's a story behind that, okay?
Please tell me why your children don't have beds. Yes.
Because my mom was actually going to go look at a furniture store. Because I don't go anywhere publicly at all.
Because you're just that bitch.
Literally. No, like I really don't. Like if I go
period.
out, you're going to...
I think she's scared, right? What will happen, maybe?
I'm going to get noticed.
Yeah, no.
And if I don't have my security guard, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so she goes up with her security guard. Makes sense.
My mom actually told me 2 weeks ago. She was like, or my dad said that. He told my mom to go to a furniture store.
Or maybe it's not necessarily being scared because, again, they're whatever. They're also some celebrities. They're not necessarily scared, but they know if they don't got security, it can turn pretty bad, right? And yeah, they're not scared to go out, but they want to have this protection in terms of a security guard or more, several, to just, avoid horrible stuff. But they're still comfortable with going out, right? So it makes sense. With Ash, she has considerably maybe more enemies than whatever another content creator with their TikTok followership audience, whatever, on the same level in terms of the numbers.
And I would give him my card info because here's my card. I have money. But
Yes, she's rich.
no, I'm not.
I can show you the motherfucking Louis.
But
receipts,
literally. But she never did that. So
Never seen her, bro.
and then I mean there, like she said, she doesn't stay with me. I'm about to move because everything's just getting crazy. And so and I don't have a guy to come build it, but hopefully I can get somebody to come build it.
I'll pay for it. Y'all are gonna have 2 mattresses.
And also, I just recalled now that when I said like the back then, like this 500K house is a cheap house. Not necessarily, bro. When it comes to real estate, it's mostly about location, right? You can have a complete dirt hole of an apartment, but if it's like in the inner city of the most precious city, that can cost a fortune, bro. Right? So yeah, and then it's way more than 500K maybe, right? It's about location, bro, when it comes to real estate. So they can be wonderful houses for 500K. So yeah, depends on the location, bro. And there are also some rundown houses, whatever. You can get it for whatever, for 250K, right? That completely run down. You have to put into money. Maybe some 100K houses, but again, you will pay when you have to put in all to make it work, make it livable, to make it a home. So yeah, just wanted to make this clear.
You're gonna have a whole 9. Okay, we're gonna do a room makeover. I'm being for real. I'm gonna insert the receipt from IKEA, whatever you want. I'll let you pick it out.
Well,
Okay, no receipt here. Edited.
get somebody to come build it.
I'll pay for it.
But it's only 7 days old. No, the podcast maybe happened a month before that. Maybe we know. Sometimes it's pre-produced, right?
Y'all are gonna have 2 mattresses.
No,
You're gonna have
this year.
Move because everything's just getting crazy.
Okay, and I just want to hear Ash explanation for them not having bad.
But she never did that. So
Never, bro.
and then I mean, they're like she said, she doesn't stay with me. I'm about to move because everything's just getting crazy. And so and I don't have a guy to come build it, but hopefully I can get somebody to come build it.
So wait a second. She gave someone a credit card to buy a bed, and this person didn't bought it, and now Ash is even moving, so it makes no sense to build up a bed. She said.
But literally, and anywhere. My mom actually told me 2 weeks ago.
Okay, like Ash's mom got the credit card and wasn't buying it. She's saying here. Ash is saying that.
She was like, or my dad said that he told my mom to go to a furniture store, and I would give him my card info because here's my card. I have money, but
yes, she's rich.
no, I'm not.
I can show you the motherfucking Louis.
But literally, but she never did that. So. And then I mean, they're like she said, she doesn't stay with me. I'm about to move because everything's just getting crazy.
So that's their explanation, at least, that the mom didn't, like the grandmother of Haley wasn't buying the bed.
And so and I don't have a guy to come build it, but hopefully I can get somebody to come build it.
I'll pay for it. Y'all are gonna have 2 mattresses. You're gonna have a whole 9. Okay, we're gonna do a room makeover. I'm being for real. I'm gonna insert the receipt from IKEA, whatever you want. I'll let you pick it out.
Well, thank you, but
no, please.
It's like, yeah. I mean, at my mom's house, though, they have a bed. They have a bed, and actually,
but girl, you gotta have. Come on.
No, listen. Okay, so when CPS did go to my house, yeah. So yeah, this guy called CPS on me. Okay, I had a CPS case open, so and also because of Santos.
Anyway, had bed.
She looked in the room. She said.
Okay, now it's getting a little bit more heated. Okay, the conflict maybe. Barbie saying in the Twitch chat, Ash later lied and refused to take money for beds. And Ash and Camilla now are beefing, Barbie is saying. Okay. So that's some sort of the result of this whole thing.
CPS did go to my house, yeah. So yeah, this guy called CPS on me. Okay, I had a CPS case open. So, and also because of Santos.
Anyway, had bed.
She looked in the room. She said she looked in the room and took a picture
of what?
Of their room. They have a mattress in there.
Okay, at least
yeah. Okay. But even then, when they stay over, this one sometimes sleeps with me or on the couch. That one sleeps on the couch, or she'll sleep on the mattress. So it's like,
question: is it because there's bed bugs?
No, that was like a beetle or something. Yeah.
I don't know how to
that was like a beetle or something. But again, what these people need to realize is I do live in a duplex. Okay. I have neighbors.
Okay.
So with that, there's going to be whatever they have does transfer over.
Bro, just imagine, bro, being the neighbor of an influencer, which address is already leaked, got doxxed by someone or themselves. And now whenever maybe fans coming by trying to harass her, yeah, a whole lot of officers being there because whatever, maybe she get even whatever squatted maybe by some fans, whatever, or whatever. And you being the neighbor of this person, bro, you'd be like, oh man, why I had to pick this apartment? Why is Ash TREVINO? Why she needs to be my neighbor? I just want to get my sleep, bro. I just want to put my baby to bed, bro. Always the police, always squatting, always these fans trying to make this, no, not fans, maybe haters, trying to mess around those trolls, right? If that, as soon as, bro, as it gets real and like IRL, bro, the neighbors are suffering, bro. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'm exaggerating here. I'm not Ash TREVINO's neighbor.
Ew.
But I mean, I don't have like roaches or anything. No. But
But
again,
could there be potential bed bugs, or is it just
no,
little
like
beetles?
I haven't found any, but that was a beetle.
Okay.
But of course, people take one little thing,
Right.
let it be a flea on your leg, and they're gonna say it's something else.
Well, even a flea's kind of gross.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, well, I don't have animals, but you know, it's like, and again, that's why I'm moving.
Okay.
Because my landlord just, I feel like for what I pay there, I can literally find a nice house somewhere, and I want a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I already have my mindset on what I want.
Okay, period. And she got budget.
Literally.
You got budget.
Literally.
All right. Well, I'm shipping the beds. We'll get into CPS soon because I don't even know. Hold on now.
Yeah.
What was the moment you realized TikTok Live could be a full-time thing? And what was your biggest month on TikTok Live?
So, my thing.
I want to know someone maybe also got some information with TikTok lives. I'm pretty I'd say I'm pretty sure, but maybe it's still the case. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Ash TREVINO has no sponsorships whatsoever. No one is trying to sponsor her, right? Because maybe that's too scandalous that and there's no company out there that wants to be associated or promoted, or yeah, being associated with her or her promoting their stuff. But with TikTok lives, it's still some sort of, are there ads that are running for a TikTok live that she makes some sort of revenue through that? She gets donations, that I've understood. You can get donations with TikToks. There are roses, right? Roses are some sort of has some sort of amount of money. I mean, it's like whatever bits for Twitch. I don't even really understood the bits thing with Twitch so far, but I'm doing my learnings at the moment because soon I will sign the Twitch affiliate contract and the YouTube partner program contract. But there's a little bit more learning for me to do. But that's how she really makes really money through TikTok donations solely, or is it also some sort of ads, or is TikTok saying like, hey, there's so many viewers and you get per viewer whatever this amount of whatever, yeah, $1 every, I don't know, 10K viewers per minute. I don't know, whatever the numbers are. Barry says no. There are no ads and no sponsorships. It's only donations where she's making her revenue out of. Okay.
Honestly, when their dad passed away, I started freaking out. I'm not gonna lie, because I literally would make like $800 every 2 weeks at my job.
Okay, so $1,600.
Yes, I lived with my parents.
Okay, wait a second. She's spilling some numbers here. Barbie said it's like Twitch donations, but she doesn't think ads for lives. Okay, so it's just only donations for Ash here. Barbie's saying
$800 every 2 weeks
thanks for the information, Barbie.
at my job. I'm not gonna lie, because I literally would make like $800 every 2 weeks at my job.
Okay, so $1,600.
Yes, I lived with my parents. Okay. Even then, when I lived with my parents, they were saying my room was the porch because it was like an added on room. My parents' house, I'm actually making them a
Y'all are
checkout.
fucked up.
Literally, I'm making my parents a checkout, and I'm going to give them money. I already have a number amount. I still have to get a little bit more for that, but I'm going to make them one of those huge checks to fix up their house. Because I asked my mom the other day, do you want me to give you money for a down payment, or do you want me to have y'all fix up the house? She said, the house is paid off. We can fix it.
Okay.
I lived with them, and I was living paycheck to paycheck, literally like penny to penny. And their dad passed away. I was depending on his child support. So when he ended up passing away, I met this girl that would battle. And so when she told me, like, you know, hey, let's battle, I seen how I was making money. So I was like, oh my God, like, you know.
Who was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, her name is Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, she still battles till this day.
Okay.
And we're still friends. We still talk. And so I just
With this TikTok battles, again, bro, I'm not that well versed with TikTok. When you stream by yourself, Ash knows that if you battle, there's a lot more money in that. Is it just it's more spectacular for fans or viewers to see one content creator having a conversation with another content creator at the same time, and that's why it's so spectacular and makes more money? Or is it just because of this competition I've learned, right? Whoever gets the most money donated is the winner of the battle. And some people trying to then say like, hey, our content creator is the best one. We love our content creator the most. That's why we're donating the most money. And the others saying like, no, our camp is the best. We are the strongest fan base here. We're going to donate for her or him. That's maybe how they get through this competitive mindset. They get more money out of it maybe, right? If that makes sense. Barbie's saying the fallout after this podcast was Ash got on live and lied, saying Camilla didn't send the money, when Camilla showed messages reaching out proving that she did try to get them bets. The next day, Ash changed the story and said Camilla said that Ash herself refused the offer for the bets because Ash was brought up on the podcast to make Camilla money. Like, yes, obviously that's her job. Okay. So Barbie's saying here that first Ash was lying about Camilla not like coming through with her promise that, hey, I will buy the beds. Then Camilla proved her wrong. And Ash said then after a certain amount of time where she maybe noticed like, oh, got exposed, let's change the story. Like, okay, no, Camilla made the offer to buy the beds, but I can't take it. That would be too generous. I would feel bad to take this offer because we had this business agreement that I will be there and I made money out of it, and would be wrong to now take even more money. I think that's some sort of like being that woman. Like I can't do that. It's a question of honor, right? Or something like this, right? Or no, she was brought on the podcast to make Camilla money, so that Ash was used by Camilla. That's why she said, oh, she's an op. She used me. She used me. She was making money out of me. I won't take money from this bad person. Maybe it was like that. Yeah, the story. Then she said refused the offer to buy the beds because she was brought on the podcast to make Camilla money. I think that's what it was the way. Kai says she's so over this podcast. Yeah, me not yet. Still got this half an hour to go. And I think, but still, it's very interesting. I have to say so far. And Barbie says correct. That's why it's just to donate and see the person you like the most win in terms of the TikTok battles. Okay, Barbie said here. All right, understand. Barbie says also in terms of the bad thing with the buying the bets. No, she was saying that she's not taking the money because you, Camilla, used Ash for the money on the podcast. Barbie says yes, okay. So that was the case. Ash was saying, hey, I ain't taking your money. You're a bad person. You used me. So no. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't even want to be in your debt, even morally. So no. Okay, like this, like bad blood type of way. Okay, I understand. Thanks, Barbie, for elaborating and giving the information. I appreciate it.
just started doing that. And I mean, I've been blessed since. And then like,
But how did it take off? What happened? What was the situation where this became a full-time thing?
But it's interesting, right? What is the motivation behind Ash saying Camilla wasn't trying to help? Was it like Camilla already transferred the money on Ash's bank account or whatever, or PayPal, whatever she's using, and then Ash said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say Camilla didn't give me the money, so I can keep it for me, and then I don't have to buy anyone bets, more money for me, and I can't say she just lied. Or it was like Camilla wasn't even sending the money, and just said, hey, give me your contact info, I will transfer the money. She was right away saying no, or not responding, and then saying, oh yeah. Like Camilla is just big words, but all talk, but no walk, right? Was it like that?
It wasn't a full-time
For whatever reason she had for motivating for that.
thing. Like I was doing it, yes,
It became a full-time thing.
and then like
But how did it take off? What happened? What was the situation where this became a full-time thing?
it wasn't a full-time thing. Like I was doing it, yes, making money, but saving the money. And so until I got fired, December.
For showing your
Yes.
hoo-ha.
Yes. So when I got fired, I was like, you know what?
Wait a second. She's talking about hoo-ha. Isn't like hoo-ha like downstairs? Because I thought it was just a nip.
This has to be my full-time thing now.
How did your parents feel about that?
The nip slip?
And being fired for it?
Oh, the nip clip, yeah.
My full-time thing now.
How did your parents feel about that?
The nip slip?
And being fired for it?
Okay, it's just a nip slip. So I don't know. Maybe for Camilla also the hoo-ha is the nipple. It would be new to me. I haven't heard hoo-ha being used for the whatever, for the female breasts or nipples. Like would be new to me. Also, like it was like like the honeypot.
Because you were living at their house, right?
No.
Okay, you weren't living
I was
at-
already living on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
But did they know about it?
they heard about it, yeah. My mom wasn't happy, I'm not gonna lie.
Or is she Latina?
Yeah. But
Oh, so she is Hispanic. Okay.
she wasn't
You didn't
happy.
get your ass beat?
No, my parents don't. No.
My mother...
No.
Why don't?
And my dad, he was just,
Wait a second.
oh, my parents don't. No.
My mother...
No.
Why don't?
Oh, she's saying why don't? She said why don't, right? She said why don't?
Get your ass beat?
No, my parents don't. No.
My mother...
No.
Why don't?
Well, I don't. Okay, no, Camilla said she wouldn't do that to her daughters if she had one or has. Maybe she already had one. I don't know if she's a mother or not. Okay, so she just said, oh, she wouldn't do it herself.
And my dad, he was just like, pray about it.
Okay.
You'll find something else. God's not going to leave you without.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's when you just started battling and making a lot. When was it like, wow, there's a lot of money in this, and what's the most you've ever made on TikTok Live?
So the most I've ever made on TikTok Live was $12,000.
In one sitting?
Yes.
Bro, the thing is, Charlie, like Moist Critical Penguins, once showed his analytics, bro. And he showed, bro, with one YouTube live stream, not while the stream was live, right? But the VOD afterwards on YouTube, he showed his best, his best revenue out of one stream. And I think it was a 3-hour stream about a video game. He was trying out a video game that wasn't even trending. It was an old one he picked out. And he played this, and it had so many views or clicks or whatever, that it made $60,000. $60,000. So that's like, yeah. Like as a VOD, bro. But again, we have to say Charlie's considerably bigger. Like he got 16 million subscribers, right? And he can almost do anything, and it will get some views, right? And yeah, and we're talking about TREVINO being a TikTok. I don't know how many TikTok followers she got, but it's also some sort of translate TikTok followers into, because I don't know if you can make this calculation like that, but I think like if I look at my numbers, I've got around 100 Twitch followers right now. I got 100 Twitch followers and 500 YouTube subscribers, 600 YouTube subscribers. But I think at the time when I had 100 Twitch, that's why we made the 500 YouTube subscribers and 100 Twitch follower special last Sunday, so it makes sense. When I had 100 Twitch followers, I had 500 YouTube subscribers, and yeah, but TikTok is in terms of the followers not that big, but it's doing pretty well because of Noah Rising reposted one of my TikToks, so yeah, that also going pretty good. This TikTok has now I think almost 160k views. It's pretty cool, but. Yeah, but I think if it's some sort of like Twitch followers are like maybe in terms of the smallest amount or the rarest, right? The most rare. Then the middle part is YouTube, like 500 subscribers, let's say 100 Twitch followers, 500 YouTube subscribers, and then maybe they will translate into TikTok followers. That like I don't know, it's not the case with me, but maybe then whatever 5,000 or 1,000, let's say 1,000 TikTok followers, right? So you see like you got this 100 Twitch followers, 500 YouTube subscribers, and 1,000 TikTok followers. So they would translate if you got whatever 100,000 TikTok followers, you get something like 500. You got 50,000 YouTube subscribers, and then the 1,000 Twitch followers, right? So there's something like this formula, I think, right? In terms of the whatever the value, if you want to call it like that, of follower was subscription and whatnot.
In one live.
Yes.
How many hours?
Like 2.5.
You made 12 grand in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That Louis bagging fake, y'all. And her kids still don't have a bed. So what's that funny? Yeah, what's funny? Nothing's that funny when your kids don't have a damn bed. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, that's why they're enjoying the hotel bed. I'm just kidding.
That I paid for?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, Camilla flew them out or whatever, or at least for the hotel. Camilla paid for it. No beds for the Trevino daughters, if it's paid by their mom at least. Maybe Ash gets some sort of an aversion, bro, towards beds for her daughters. That's why she ain't buying no beds. But it's for the grandmother's house and hotels, that's fine. But there's some sort of like yeah. Maybe some sort of OCD. She can't spend money on the beds for her daughters. That doesn't work for her. She got a blockage for that.
They're enjoying the
Just joking, yeah, I know.
hotel.
But yeah, it's just a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Just curious.
Bed. I'm just kidding.
That I paid for?
I'm just kidding.
How is the hotel bed, you guys? Is it good, wonderful? You like having a nightstand?
Yeah, it's comfy.
No bed bugs?
No bed bugs.
Ew, period.
So the first thing they said when we walked in. No.
And Barbie's saying in the Twitch that Ash is shady. She extended her hotel stay that Camilla paid for, which then cost Camilla to have to pay $3,000. She didn't know she would be charged, but out of kindness, paid it. Anyways, like Camilla still paid, even though Ash was extending the stay. And Camilla didn't trust Ash to buy the beds, but she knew that Ash would just keep the money. So Ash said, tell me, like Ash said, Camilla said that Ash should tell her what the kids want and she will buy the stuff for them. So there was no, Barbie made it now clear, my question answered it. There was no money transferred. It was like, hey, ask your kids, what do they want? I will buy the stuff, we'll ship it to you. You don't have to do anything to do with that. I will make this happen. Okay. And also, yes. So yeah, there's a lot to know to this whole stuff. But Barbie said it a few times already. Seems like Ash can't be trusted with everything she says, as it seems.
The first thing they said when we
And it was maybe already maybe proven wrong, like proven with some whatever screenshots Camilla posted or whatever.
walked in was,
Or Ash exposing herself. We also had this in the lore video I reacted to 2 days ago. My very first reaction, that she, some sort of allegedly faked the pregnancy, and then also some sort of exposed herself with having her period. And whatever.
oh, and we
That's just what I've heard and reacted to and saw.
each have our own bed. First thing they said when we walked in. No, the first thing they said when we walked in was, oh, and we each have our own bed. I said, no, y'all are sharing one bed. I take the other.
Oh, like you sleep.
They
Honestly,
get their
you
own
should-
bed, and I sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
No. Really? Yeah.
That was a mighty slap of the clap.
Okay.
The high five was mighty.
Hey, do you think TikTok changed y'all's life for the better or for the worse?
So I was asked that question actually the other day by another influencer. And he said, would you wish your life was back to the way it was before TikTok? I can honestly say I've been blessed by TikTok because not only do I get paid with the battles, I get paid with the views, like all that. And then the views on my videos I get paid with, and then like my subs and stuff. So I can honestly say
Wait a second. Okay, we are subs and stuff. Okay. Understood substance. Okay.
it does. I mean, it's
But you're also selling something on a TikTok shop, right? That's what I always understood. Like, you can. One of my guys also told me back then that you can some sort of be a content creator and have your own shop on TikTok and sell stuff.
done good.
Is she doing that? And if yes, what she's selling?
But if I could go back to my life before, where nobody knew who I was, I liked it. I only had like 50 to like 100 views in my lives, and now there's like thousands of people that watch me.
Right.
And so, you know, I feel like I don't
Probably because
like,
they're waiting for another slip.
yeah, literally. And I don't like to go out in public because, like I said, you know, people are like, "Oh, you're Trevino. That's Trevino." Like, I've already got noticed here since
Different
I've been
state.
here.
She's international.
Yeah,
Where's the Bob house located? Because I learned like Ash is located in Texas. Where's the Bob house?
Domestic, actually.
they can say their own thing, but to me, like I said, it does have good and it's got its bad. But if I could go back to my normal where nobody knew me,
So keep the money, take away the fame.
literally,
Yo, just unfollow Ash Trevino.
literally,
Make her not popular at all.
literally,
She hates it.
Cancel me. Y'all want to cancel me?
I feel like I'd rather go back to my old life. Yeah, we have money, and I mean, I don't like being online publicly. Like,
And yeah, I understand that.
yeah,
Especially you're so young.
yeah. And growing up, that's why I'm homeschooled too. In the beginning of school, people noticed my mom, and I got like in the cafeteria a lot of stares. And so, if I could, I honestly would go back to my old life, to being a nobody to people, because that's when I was more confident, didn't care how I look. And now, since I'm publicly, I've cared more about how I look, how I go out.
Bro, just imagine the inbox, bro, of Haley and like Evie, bro. And it's not necessarily because of the way they look. Maybe that's just a reason for people. They say like, ooh, they're not the perfect body weight how the society wants them. Again, not saying that it's healthy, their body weight at the moment. They need to be checked by a doctor maybe to find that out, with blood work and all that, whatnot. But because again, like Ash being this public figure, right? This very polarizing, scandalous influencer. You can imagine, bro. That together, bro. Those two things will give a whole lot of opportunity for people to really say very, very mean, rude, bad, horrible stuff to them on the DMs. That's why maybe And again, they're teenagers, right? That's is even tougher on them. As an adult, let's say let's say a mature person, because they're adults, like they're 60-year-old toddlers, right? In terms of minds, in their mind. But yeah, maybe it's even harder for them to some sort of handle that, bro. They just read it and that must maybe hurt really bad, bro. I don't know how it is. I just can't imagine.
And stuff.
Well, I think you are beautiful, and I'm sorry that the internet has literally tore you down, because that's not how it should be. That's not what anyone deserves. I think that there's two extremes, right? Like, there's like Kim Kardashian, and then there's like the common, worker. I feel like you guys shouldn't take it so extreme either way. Like, there's a balance, and finding that balance, everyone's gonna be a lot happier. Don't isolate yourself. Like, you're beautiful. Be confident. Be true to who you are. Like, go out there and do whatever you want to do. Just because you're public doesn't mean that you can't go and follow your dreams, follow what you want to do, and be who you want to be. Like, don't let that hold you back, because I'll tell you one thing, nobody else is going to care about you more than you care about you. So don't let your mother's shenanigans stop you. And you're beautiful. And I think just definitely don't take it for granted either, because a lot of people would kill to be in your position, and a lot of people would kill to make that type of money. There is a balance, and you can find it. So.
Okay. And Barbie says in the Twitch chat, it's like sub-only chat. Okay, you get the privilege on TikTok Live to chat with the person if you, paid some money beforehand. And Barbie said only people that are subbed can comment in her live streams. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, learning a lot about TikTok today. To my beloved users and joys who, make the effort to make me understand and give me the information. What I totally appreciate.
Hang in there, girl. What's the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had? You want to know how it smells?
literally,
No.
literally, walking through the mall and you hear somebody just singing the song out loud.
Okay, there's the Santos song they're referring to. Haven't listened to that. Should I react to that on the Music Monday?
And then they're like, "As Santos, he knows smell well." And I'm like, oh my God, they know the song. They know the song.
We know the song.
It's, oh my God.
We know the song.
I don't know.
Do you regret it?
I don't regret
It's a banger.
Yeah, I don't regret it. But
Is it like professionally made? They picked the beat and she went into the studio and then was whatever singing it or rapping it, whatever she did, or was it like she just came up with it on live stream and then said it like sang it casually and then people just said like that's the new song, or there were even people that now added it, and then put a beat under it and some auto tune or whatever. Like what's the song, bro?
I didn't have to just pick that one name.
Santos. It could be anyone. You could just change it. Anyone. Who else? Who would you say? Who would you replace it with?
My guy's name, but I can't say his name on.
Okay, so she got a new guy, but she said she has no guy at the moment that could build the beds.
You have a guy.
Yes, I told you. Yes.
What? She just said whatever 20 minutes ago in the video or 10 minutes ago. She got no guy, no dude on her side that could build up the beds. Maybe she got caught in 4K again here, contradicting herself.
Anyone. You could just change it. Anyone. Who else? Who would you say? Who would you replace it with?
My guy's name, but I can't say his name on.
You have a guy.
Yes, I told you. Yes.
She got a man. They look the fuck appointed. She said. Tell me about him.
They don't know much about him.
Go ahead.
I mean, he was kind of nice a little bit because when she was doing something, I picked up the phone and I was like, my mom's not here right now because she let me pick up the phone. And I was like, my mom's not here right now. And he was like, oh, do you need me to call me? Like, does she need to call me back later when she's not busy? And I was like, no, she's like heading down the hall right now, even though she really wasn't. And then she told me to go bring her the phone in the bathroom. But yeah.
Okay, seems like he's not whatever. It's more like a talking stage, like the situationship. How I learned of also because my Guys and Gyals told me about at least how Chris Derniolo sees it as a situationship or talking stage. Maybe she got something like that going on. Like there was no IRL meeting with them yet. That's why he can't build the beds. Maybe.
That's nice. That's just common decency.
No, because most people really.
Who has your mother dated?
So he's sweet. He's respectful. That's what she's trying to tell you.
So you've dated disrespectful men, like, and they know, like.
Well, no, there was one guy, and I don't.
Barbie says Ash is also no longer with this guy now. Okay, it was a pretty short thing, maybe. Ash is with another one after she broke up things off with her. After he broke up things off with her. Okay, wow. They're coming and going, right? Okay. And well, okay, but does anyone know when this was recorded? This podcast, how much time is between it was recorded and when it was made public? Because it would be interesting, right? Let's say they made a podcast the week before this was public. Like, it's 7 days old, I think 7 days old right now, this podcast, uploaded. Let's say it was produced a week before that. So within 2 weeks, this dude broke up with her. And I don't know how long they were been together before that. Or maybe he found out, like, hey, maybe he saw this podcast right away when it was uploaded and was like, oh, okay, wow, there are a few things I didn't know about Ash. Maybe I want to break up. But that's fairly recent, like the production of this podcast, so it's not that big of a time. Okay, is it known why he broke up with her?
I don't remember who it was.
Like with Ash?
I think it was actually my ex that I brought home from prison, Jesse. Yeah, it was him actually.
Why are you
He
bringing
called.
these men home?
So he called from prison, and literally, no, like she answered, and one of them answered, and they sounded just like me, and he was like.
Wait a second, this dude sounded like Ash?
Prison. And literally, no, like she answered, and one of them answered, and they sounded just like me. And
Okay, her daughter sounded like Ash, okay.
he was like, where's your mom? And they were like, oh, hold on, she's coming. And so when I was coming to the phone, I was like, hey, hello? And he's like, don't be letting them answer the phone like that no more. Like, rude. And I'm like, bro, like, those are my kids. Like, if I'm not there.
The fact, okay, but that's crazy work because the fact that I'm assuming this guy's a man, he's not 19.
Yeah, no.
Okay, period. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
A grown-ass man, the fact...
I also want to say, because it said like he's not 19, he's a man. Well, I also last time when I reacted to the lore video, one of my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers pointed out, because I was skimming through the comments. At some point, bro, I will again respond to YouTube comments that are not necessarily only recommendations, because again, it's so much going on right now, and I will try my best to find time again to respond really to the YouTube comments in the videos. And one of you guys told me that, because I was like in terms of Santos, it was like this potato person who made this breakdown of this lore said he's a teenager, and in the beginning. And the age wasn't dropped yet, that he's 19. And I was thinking like, wow, okay, she's dating minors? Like Ash TREVINO? Later on, then Potato Person said, here, this is Santos. He was introducing the viewer, or me as a reactor. That's Santos, he's 19 years old. And I think, oh, that's a teenager? Like, he's 19, how does it make him a teenager? And I still had in my head this minor thing. Because you can be 19, then you're legally an adult, but you're still a teenager, right? But I had from the beginning and like, oh, minor in the head. And then also then I said like, how does it make him a teenager, even though he's a teenager by definition, right? 19. 20 is not a teenager anymore. So Miguel was pointing that out. Makes total sense. I just had it in my head still with the minor. And it was like more for like, how does this make him a minor being 19 years old, right? That was the thing. But yeah, I appreciated that that my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers pointed it out. So yeah.
Assuming this guy's a man, he's not 19. Crazy work.
Like, if I'm not there,
The fact, okay, but that's crazy work, because the fact that a man, I'm assuming this guy's a man, he's not 19.
yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, but also, bro, like, I don't know what CAMILLA means by he's a man, he's not 19. You need to be 20 years old to be a man? You bet there are so mature 19-year-old men out there. Again, maturity is not about the number of your age. Legally, with 18, you're a man. You're an adult. You're not a teenager anymore. You're an adult, right? And I think that's also a pretty good indicator to call someone a man in terms of the legal part. But when it comes to being a man, it's more about your maturity, not your age. But again, you can't really call a very mature 14-year-old maybe necessarily that's a man, right? It's more like a young man, maybe, yeah. But I don't really understand what CAMILLA is trying to point out here with, like, he's a man, right? He's not 19, because it wouldn't make him a man. Oh, you bet there are 19-year-old men out there. That are mature, bro. They're responsible, and they're keeping their word, and they're standing up for themselves and the loved ones and make things happen. They're responsible, right? You bet. That just doesn't sit with me that well. What she's saying here, putting some sort of a label on someone who is not 20 years old, that it's not a man. Oh, you bet there are 19-year-old men out there, bro. Like emphasis and yeah, emphasis on men.
Okay, period. We'll get into that later. A grown-ass man, the fact that he...
Again, how do you define it? Is a 19-year-old man not a grown man? I would like to know her benchmark here, what she's using. Is it like some sort of you have to have a million, you have to make the 6 figures to be a real man, or you need to be 6 foot to be a real man, or you need to have 6 inches to be a real man, or you have to have 3 children to be a man? You have to fought a war with another country to be a man? What is it? I would like to know, like, at least how she is defining a man. You bet, bro. There are 19-year-old men out there. They went through hell and high water, and they got experience in life, bro. and they're mature. They're more mature than some 60-year-old men. And they're more experienced in life than some 60-year-old men. That maybe you could call pretty old children because of their behavior and their mindset and mind and their actions they do on a regular basis, maybe, or in important situations, right? So that doesn't sit with me that well.
All he said was, "Oh, okay, let her, have her call me back. No worries." Please, that's that is the lowest of the lowest, bare minimum. That's not.
Okay, I just want to know what she's trying to refer here now to make it understand her point. And also gonna check on the chat here. Barbie says she doesn't think the relationship was all that real for him. Like this one undercover boyfriend of Ash we were talking about. Ash likes a lot younger men, and Barbie doesn't think she understands these boys are doing it for views and attention they are leading her on. This one potato person I reacted to, her HOTS, what's content creator I'm talking to, this potato narrator girl, whatever. She also said, like, Santos is notorious for dating older women or women at all for clout and views and attention, whatever, to make money out of it. Barbie says 19 is teenage because it's literally in the name of. Totally, yeah. What Barbie said, and also one other of me guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's in this by definition 19. That's right. Yeah. Alice says she wouldn't say a 19-year-old is a man because he's still a teenager. Nah. Maybe it's just because me with 18 years old. But again, legally. But again, it's about the maturity, bro. It's about the maturity. I think if you're 18 years old and you're really a mature, upright, responsible man, then you're a man. I think. That's just my opinion here. But we probably got different opinions here. That's totally fine. Bobby says she's comparing a 19-year-old to a man who the fans know or everyone know is in his 40s. Bobby thinks that, yeah, we can say there's definitely a difference in who's a man. I have to strongly disagree with that, Barbie. I don't know to what man you're referring to here. You bet there are 19-year-old men out there, again, emphasis on men, that are way more mature, that have way more life experience, are way more responsible and upright than some 40-year-old baby boys. You better believe, bro, that has nothing to say, bro. Your age has nothing to say how much a man you are. No, it's about your actions, bro. It's about your actions that make you a man, I think. Not your age. Not at all. And Alice says, probably goes the same seat for girls. Like, you wouldn't call a 19-year-old girl a woman, but a girl, because teenagers probably wouldn't be grown up and still in school or educated. Alice. I strongly have to disagree. It depends what you have experienced in your life. Oh, I bet, bro. I also say, I bet there are 19-year-old women out there because they experience a lot in their 19 years they're on this earth right now. Maybe more than most teenagers did. But she got a whole lot more life experience, maybe. A whole lot more maturity. Maybe it's not always the case because most people haven't had this experience in their life. But you bet there are. And then making it like that generally, how I received it from Camilla's tonality of words she said, was for me like, I have to disagree with that. And Alice says, yeah, but let's be real. Most late teenagers are not all mature. Most. Alice, that I can work with. That I can work with, Alice. That you said most. I can work with that. It was just for me about this absolute, right? That I received from Camilla's message, right? What this conversation I'm having with you right now, Barbie and Alice, I'm speaking in general. It's not like Barbie and Alice. It's more like in general. It's just sparking something up in me what I'm reading here, and I'm telling my ideas and thoughts in general. Barbie says, no one is denying 19 years old can't be more mature than some people that are older. She's not going to argue over this. Okay, Barbie also sees it at least like this. Also, this point she sees that I said. And Alice says, you're only talking about a select few. Most are still described as boys and girls. yeah. I don't even want to go to down this rabbit hole that we can put it in numbers. That would be, I think that wouldn't be accurate, right? But again, totally appreciate Alice and Barbie input. And yeah, I think also Barbie sees like, okay, there's at least some amount of. So they both see it. I also see this. We got some different opinions about this, but totally fine. But I appreciate this conversation. And yeah, I think we can let it go so far, yeah. But yeah, I love these interactions, bro. I love the interactions with my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers, bro. Because we always come to some sort of a result that's not always being the same opinion, but we keep it respectful and have some sort of a valuable exchange of opinions, I think. So therefore, tip my hat towards you, me guys and girls.
A man, a grown-ass man, the fact that all he said was, oh, okay, let her, have her call me back, no worries. Please, that is the lowest of the lowest, bare minimum. That's not being nice. That is human decency, respect. That is if I call your mom and you answer the phone and I'm like, oh, hey, just have her call me back later. That's what everyone should say. Not having, oh, I don't know why your kids answer the phone.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
That's crazy. Like, that's...
But to be honest...
We need to get you on Christian Mingle.
No, well, this one is actually a Christian.
Oh, okay.
And so he told me he is saving himself until marriage. So literally, I was like, bro,
you got a song about your noon you think...
Bro, wait a second. She talked about this dating platform, right, for Christians. She said, what was it?
Self until marriage.
Christian Mingle, she said,
so
right?
Literally, I was like, bro, but to be honest...
We need to get you on Christian Mingle.
No.
Okay, so I once I've reacted to some sort of a Jubilee video, and it was like whatever, it was something like they had, there was like Test Your Radar version edition or whatever. They had to say who's a virgin, who's not. And was it like that? No, it was the Caligari sisters dating or siblings, I think. There was this one couple, and then when they revealed it, there are a couple. They also said that they met through a Christian dating app or platform. That's also, bro. That was also new to me, bro. When they said it, like there are this especially Christian faith-based apps to make this match, bro. It was new to me, bro. I didn't know that. So yeah, this is really a thing, bro.
Well, this one is actually a Christian. Okay. And so he told me he is...
But makes sense, right? There's almost everything out there for every niche or whatever. Or not so niche, whatever.
Saving himself until marriage. So literally, I was like, bro,
you got a song about your noon you think you're gonna last with a man that wants to save himself for marriage? No, be so for real.
No, but that's what I told him.
Wait a second. They're talking about Jesse right now, right?
Saving himself until marriage. So...
Oh, they're talking about Santos.
Literally, I was like, bro,
you got a song about your noon you think you're gonna last with a man
that wants to
save himself for marriage? No, be so for real.
No, but that's what I told him, and he's like, no, like by my religion, like he hasn't dated a girl in 5 years either. Everybody thinks that. He's on my TikTok.
But wait a second. Jesse's saying he's saving himself for marriage because of his faith as a Christian. She's saying he hasn't dated for 5 years. Again, yeah, dating, it depends how you define it. Doesn't mean necessarily you shagged. For some people, it means definitely you shagged. But is it still means that Jesse is still a virgin? Or he just says now he found his faith, and now from now on he says from now on everything in the past, even if I shagged or not, doesn't count. From now on I'm a virgin and wait till marriage. Like if that even works, if you can do it like that, I don't know.
He's always in my life.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe a bi man is what you need.
You want to know how it smells? Ask Max. He knows it smells well. I'm just kidding.
Bobby says a guy called Max. Okay, she Ash just said it. And Jesse was an old ex that was in prison. So Max is the Christian person here she was dating.
In my life, like by my religion, like he hasn't dated a girl in 5 years either. Everybody thinks that. He's on my TikTok. He's always in my life.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe a bi man is what you need.
You want to know how it smells? Ask Max. He knows it smells well. I'm just kidding.
Wow, yeah, the daughters are almost dying of the cringe, bro. Oh, they some sort of they only can laugh about it. They don't know how to help themselves anymore. Well, look at the facial expression, bro. Look at the facial expression. Haley, way more. Wow, I have to keep in the laughter. Evie is more like, oh boy, I don't want to be here right now. Just if I could teleport myself somewhere, I would be gone like this. But yeah, but look at the very last frame of Haley. Forget it. Wait a second. Wow, you see this? At this point, it was like, okay. It was more like, okay, wow, now. Or it's just her type. There, people have different facial expressions for different situations. It's very subjective. So then she was also already, almost dying of cringe.
Hey, yo, chat, clip that.
Well, no, we haven't met, but we're actually
Or embarrassment more. Maybe the more embarrassing is maybe the better term for this.
planning a time.
Hey, yo, chat, clip that.
Well, no, we haven't met, but we're actually planning a time for me to.
You haven't met?
No, only online. Like we FaceTime. Yes, we
Oh, so that's her guy. That's Max? And they broke up now, just recently? That's him? Max, this new breakup?
FaceTime. He just got a haircut.
There's no. Give her the mic. Give her the mic. You're cut off.
Barbie's saying that she hates how much she knows about Ash Trevino because it's the only brain rot she will allow herself to experience. So yeah, it seems like Ash Trevino is heavily connected and associated with TikTok brain rot.
That's your mother.
How do you know he's not using you for the clout and views? Because you haven't met him before your fame.
Let me show you and let me tell you. Because Max,
Clock it.
literally,
Clock it.
no, because
Oh, another question: Has Ash Trevino ever had intercourse with Santos?
Max literally is not disrespectful. He does not
That's
care
the
about the
bare minimum.
views. He does not care about the views. And whenever he is on live, he tells them,
No,
I'm
he's
not
in
going
the
to talk
live
about
trying to
it.
see how many galaxies and lions you get, so he knows how much to ask you to pay.
No.
So wait a second, these galaxies and lions or cowboys, I also heard, that's some sort of a currency in TikTok money, right? It's like whatever, a galaxy is the most valuable donation, then there's a lion, there's the next one, a cowboy is something in the middle. There's a lot to learn here.
Literally, he's one of my biggest gifters on TikTok.
So he's like a mini sugar daddy.
He's young, but he's
How old
younger
is
than
he?
me. He's 23.
Come on, bro. I have to say, bro, this reaction of, again, maybe it's just subjective or opinion, but, bro, again, just my opinion. If both parties are adults, both are older than 18 years old, I think there is no age to love. I don't know if Ash is really in love with this Max person, but in general, if both parties are older than 18 years old, no matter how big the age gap is, I think if it's true love, it's true for what they got in terms of their connection, the romantic connection, then, bro, that's wonderful and true, and it's nothing, I think. You should do this reaction, this just me, bro, just me. Again, it's not usual maybe to have whatever, a 20-year-old with a 40-year-old woman, a 20-year-old man with a 40-year-old woman, right? Or a 20-year-old woman with a 40-year-old man. That's maybe not usual. But bro, what is the big issue with that? I don't really understand it, bro. I don't really understand it. And I bet there come some upsides and downsides to that. Maybe if he's 20 and she's 40, and they all both live a life of the natural death, at some point he will be alone, and be some sort of a widow, right? A male widow. She will be dead at some point. Maybe she gets 80 years old, and he's still 60, and he maybe got also 20 more years to go. That's a very big downside. Maybe there are also more downsides that could be mentioned here, but is it something like where you need to you have to make a witch hunt out of it? I don't understand this, bro. It doesn't really make sense to me, bro. It's just me, bro. And Barbie says, in terms of if Santos and Ash had intercourse, you will find out, she said. Kyle says, she feels like Ash Trevino is the reason why women get called the things that they do. What do you mean by that, Kyle? Barbie saying she never watched a TikTok live, so she doesn't know much about the currency. Okay, never say never, and she also is not that too deep in TikTok. Barbie says she has no issues with age gaps, but she thinks the question is more like if someone is only seeking out people that's close to 18, like what's the reason? Okay, Barbie herself saying, okay, with the age gap, she don't really see nothing wrong with that. But just to get you right, Barbie, it maybe to why Barbie's understanding this reaction of Camilla way more than I do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Barbie. But you're saying like if someone is only seeking out people that are close to 18, what's the reason? Well, then you also, if it's like that, let's say not Ash Trevino, but in general, let's say we got Mary. Mary likes Mary is 35. Mary is 35 years old. She likes to date, let's say, men that are 19 years old or 20 years old. That's her type, let's say. And that should be very questionable, let's say. That's like where you should really like that. What's the reason? It occurs a little bit wrong to me. It's a little bit that I perceive like that's a little bit off what you're doing. But now, what's about, let's say, a man, and let's say this man is 25 years old, and let's say he's meeting this woman while he's grocery shopping. And he thinks she's stunning, she's beautiful. He walks up to this woman, has a talk with her. He really likes her energies and her character. And she also likes his energies and his character and his maybe physical appearance. They fall in love with each other. Maybe, whatever, they go on a date. And then they're talking like hey, you know what? This woman is asking him like, yeah, how old are you? And this man is saying, I'm 25. And then the woman is saying like okay, maybe, yeah, maybe you won't ask me because you know you don't ask a lady for her age, but I just want to let you know I'm 45 years old. And I also have 2 kids, but yeah, they're already out. They're at college, but I just want you to know I'm 45 years old. If that's fine with you. And he's saying like, totally fine by me. You know what? First off, I was pretty aware that you maybe not that you're already in this, yeah, I don't want to say this term now, but you know, very attractive mom age range, close maybe to cougar. I'm totally into that. I'm totally into that. To matter of fact, that's why I walked up to you, because I was sensing you're in this some sort of almost cougar state of your life. That's most of the time what I'm going for. I just love to be with women that are almost cougars. What's wrong with that? Can someone tell me not wrong, what's questionable about that? Let's say that. What's questionable about that? That this 25-year-old man likes to, that's his type, that women are 45 years old. What's questionable about this? Like, and also let's say because I get what was Barbie maybe was trying to tell, like 18 is too close to being a minor. Let's say this 25-year-old is 19 years old. Okay, let's say the same story. This 25-year-old is 19 years old, and he walked up to this woman, 45 years old. Is he in the wrong to walk up to this woman and wants to date her and shag with her and maybe have a love relationship, maybe even marry, whatever it is? And is also she in the wrong, or is it questionable that she says, yes, I feel something for this young man, even this man, he's 19 years old. I feel something for him. I'm attracted to him. I want to have intercourse with him. I want to make love with him. I want to marry him. I want to know what is questionable about this on both ends. What is questionable about this? I don't see it. They both are cool with it, even though he just turned an adult, like legally, 1 year ago. What's wrong with that? They're both adults. By law. Maybe also he's mature enough to some sort of have a working romantic relationship in some sort of shape or form with this 45-year-old woman. I want to know what's questionable about this, because I don't really see it on both ends.
What?
Why not? Okay, like
He's one of my biggest gifts.
Kyle is saying if you're 30 and you're dating a 19-year-old, it's like you're making love with a fetus. Bro, Kyle, I don't really understand this. I don't understand this. How is this making love with a fetus? Like, I don't understand this, bro. Maybe it's just me, whatever. But I'm absolutely convinced. If both parties are adults, there is no... And even if the one part is 19 and the other one is 50, if it's true love, true attraction, true connection, it's totally true, full, and beautiful, I think. Just me.
Gifters, and we've been talking since December.
So you're just gonna date the biggest gifter, who says he's a Christian that doesn't want to?
Yeah, we're gonna save ourselves until marriage.
Ashley, stop playing with me.
No, I'm serious.
No, you're not.
Yes, when we meet, we're
Call
gonna
me.
come
me.
back to this conversation.
No, call me. I
And you're
need to
gonna
see
be
it.
like, so does he know how it smells? No, he don't. Wait till the wedding day.
Am I invited?
Yeah, you are. We're actually gonna
Well, but Max was the dude that seems that they broke up already, right? This was the undercover dude, whatever, 20 minutes ago in the original video.
get married in Miami.
She hasn't even met this man, and she's talking about her kids don't even know it. All they know is that he said he's gonna wait on the phone for her to get there. You know the one thing I said about you.
Barbie said she has no issue with age gaps. That's true. I also mentioned that. And she said context and things will change depending on the situation. Barbie believes if a guy or girl is purposely seeking out teenagers that have just turned the age of maturity, the age of maturity, turned legally adults, it's a red flag. Okay, that's Barbie's opinion here. River says, in terms of the age gap, honestly, nothing is wrong with that or questionable, but society has always looked at this differently as more beneficial than romantic. And River says, but she agrees with Barbie about the red flag. But what makes this a red flag? I want to understand. Does this make them a predator? This woman? Or this man? Does this make them a predator? I want to know what the red flag is. Really, Barbie and River, I want to understand your point of view here.
Before you got here, I said, Ash Trevino is like the car crash that never just thought it just keeps
Never said
going.
never, bro.
And tell me that's not accurate.
Okay, but listen, you're
Kyle said that it very much makes her a predator. She's looking to make love with a barely adult. But by definition, it's not being a predator, because a predator is by definition an adult that is seeking or even having intercourse with a minor, which a 19-year-old is not by definition. It's a teenager, but it's not a minor. You can look in every court case that was ever been with predators. If there's an adult person having intercourse with both sides giving their consent, they're both agreeing on this. You won't find any case that someone was sentenced and plead guilty as a predator. I don't want to say this P word because maybe that's not too. I don't want to mention this. It's not. Like,
thinking ahead.
You want to get married?
No.
Bobby said it also changes depending on the country. 18 is not the legal age everywhere. Well. If we're talking about the US, where Ash is living right now, right? When you turn 18, you're legally seen as an adult. You're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to go to clubs or bars because that's only when you're 21. But you're allowed to drive a car when you're 16 if you got a driver's license. Let's say we go to the UK, or Europe, or whatever. 18 years old, you're allowed to drive cars, you're allowed to drink alcohol, and you're legally an adult. So, like, yeah. I don't know in which country you're legally an adult when you're 21 or another age. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that well versed with the whole politics of the whole world, but you're still legally an adult. Definitely in the U.S. and yeah, most parts of Europe. I think also in Asia, right? River, maybe you know more about this. You're an Asian expert here, some sort of.
Okay, but
And I'm thinking ahead.
But-
oh, you're thinking about your kid's bedside table.
but I'm not gonna introduce my kids to just anybody.
I agree.
So that's why they haven't met
But
him.
inmates, am I right?
No. Literally, they've only met 2.
They've met 2 inmates and not a Christian man that doesn't want to have sex with you. But
I learned there was one ex-inmate love relationship Ash had with a killer, a murder of 2 teenage girls. Was this dude also around? Because this potato person, like my Hearts, this content creator, talked about this. I can't recall it right now. If this dude also was at home.
before you're married,
Because I mean,
he doesn't live in the same state.
No, he actually lives in a different state.
Where?
Arizona.
Are you sure he's real?
He is. We FaceTime. If I
Call
was
him
to
call him right now.
FaceTime
Call him right now.
right,
Call him right now.
okay.
Let me say hello. Let me talk now. He has a heart by his name. Max.
Oh, that's Max on the phone. Kyle is saying the reason why it's so looked down upon is because she needs to be making love with some of her age or older, not looking for somebody 8 years younger than her. Wait, Kyle, you're saying she needs, like, she's obligated to, like, morally, to make love to someone, or like because of the society things that's why it's looked down upon. So, you know, and again, I'm not talking about. I'm not trying to defend Ash here as a overall person. I'm speaking in general of people who are whatever, middle aged, and they really just like to hook up with whatever 20-year-old men or 20-year-old women or 19-year-old men, 19-year-old women. That's what I'm talking in general. Because I don't know. Have you ever had this thought yourself? If you just imagine yourself being, let's say 45 years old, you're a 45-year-old woman, and you meet this wonderful 19-year-old man. He's so charming. He's so charismatic. He's really upright and strong and good in his character. You feel just so attracted to this man. First off, I want to know, would you feel bad to be attracted to this man? Second, would you, if this man really wants to be with you, would you deny and reject this? Would you deny your attraction to this man, and would you reject him because of your guilt that you maybe feel? And then maybe third, missing out that this may be the love of your life. Would you give in to this very first step of guilt, missing out on this wonderful life and love life you could have with this person? Would you give in to this society guilt? Again, we're talking about something legally. It's legal by law. 2 adults hooking up with each other. It's just about the society guilt part that would hold you back from maybe the most beautiful love story of your life. Would you back down and bend over backwards because the society wouldn't be cool with you doing that?
Max.
What can I do?
Are you real? Can I see your face?
I'm driving and you're in Apple CarPlay. Hold on.
Okay. Max, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Hispanic
From
Mexico.
Okay, period. Okay, so are you and Ash Trevino in some sort of relationship?
Are we in some sort of relationship? We're not official right now, but we are talking.
Oh, okay.
You know she said she plans on marrying you in Miami?
He's confirming it some sort of.
We already discussed it.
You've already discussed this.
Yes, we're having Dean Dip Jr.
You haven't even met her children yet, who, by the way, don't have bedside tables and or
my God,
beds. And
Okay. Camilla is spilling the tea now.
you're her top gifter, so I think you should probably buy her kids, probably take her kids on a shopping spree or something.
You literally said you were gonna do that.
Well, that's the thing. Once we're married, we could do that. I know, Camilla, I thought you could do it.
We got Veronica on the live stream chat on YouTube. It's a pleasure to have her. Veronica is saying happy Valentine's Day. Well, hopefully you're also having a wonderful Valentine's Day, Veronica. Or you if you got a Valentine or not. No matter what, it's wonderful that you're here, and we're having a wonderful day today. That happens to be the Valentine's Day. It's not going to be really romantic, but we're going to have a fun time and a good time together. That's for sure, and an extremely entertaining time as always.
Take on that role, but
Okay, we'll take on until I get there in Miami.
are you using Ash for?
And Kyle is saying Ash, a red flag with or without making love. Okay, Ash is a red flag with or without making love to an 89-year-old. Yes, that's probably the case. That's why I also said I'm not trying to defend Ash doing that. I'm not trying to defend Ash as a person overall. That's what I said. I was talking about in general. This some sort of age gap thing. Yeah. So then I understand what Kyle is saying. Kyle is saying morally, she can't support somebody who makes love with a 18 to 19-year-old when they're in their 40s. In her opinion, it's just weird. Yeah, that's why also, I think that's the conclusion of our whole conversation and debate, that we just got different opinions here. That's totally fine. Still totally enjoy it, bro. Enjoy every single moment of these discussions and debates we got. Definitely.
For her money.
Am I using her for her money? Why would I be using someone for my money when I send them money?
That's it. All right.
Alrighty.
All right, Max.
There's like little a sleepover with the girl, like it just called.
He's a sugar daddy, Ash.
Oh,
He even said our
He's
pretend.
23,
Okay,
Ashley.
but still.
He's 23. I'm 22.
I'm not gonna say the word.
He's what? Please.
what?
I'm not gonna say the word.
He's what? Please.
She means like he's hung, like he got a massive one. Okay, at least she knows what she's signing up for. There's nothing happening before marriage, but she knows what will be used in the wedding night. What tool?
Stop! And I didn't know he was Mexican when I first met him. I was so excited because I was like, he's not a Mexican. He's a white boy.
A train wreck that never
No,
stops
I
Never
wrecking.
seen her, bro.
no. This is the ending though. Like literally. So we're about to like just full throttle it, and then it's gonna stop.
Give her the mic. She looks much but cry.
She does not look like
Give her
she's
the mic.
gonna cry.
Tell me how you really feel.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's weird for like girls to go for younger guys, but
You hear that?
it's weird from my
But okay, but again, also like we hear it here. Like Evie got the same opinion as Kyle here. He also said it. Evie.
mom. She's 36.
She said that loud and motherfucking proud. She said she's 36.
And she gets with people in their
Who are
20s.
19.
In Santos, he actually lied about his age. He said he was 22, but he's actually 19.
You see nothing wrong with that. Like, no, you don't see anything wrong with that. Your kid's over here. She's like, my mother is out here slinging that iron for a 19-year-old.
With anybody though.
But Santo knows how it smells.
Okay, so they had intercourse. That's their code, you know. He knows how it smells. This is what he said several times. So that was Barbie was referring to. Like, yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
They never did anything.
What? Never say never, and they didn't. So okay.
That was just for a song. Yeah.
Okay, there's no intercourse happened between those. Okay.
Clock that team.
Yeah, I clocked it. Yeah, she clocked my shit. She clocked it.
She said,
Camilla. She said, Camilla, they never did anything.
Never say never.
Facts.
Bro.
Okay. I didn't see it. There was no video. There was nothing. I didn't.
Just gonna check on the chat here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Understand.
I didn't see it. You weren't disgusted when you found out he was 19.
I did, and I was embarrassed because I was actually on live when it happened.
So this is Ashley Trevino live right now saying she admits and takes accountability, right? You are embarrassed for that. That made you feel embarrassed.
It made me feel embarrassed, ashamed. Like literally, I was like, that's why I say I wish I would have never met him.
Never said never, bro.
Because
But 23 is okay.
literally you're over 21. Yeah, you're okay. We can go to the bar and you can
Okay, that's the line that Ash is drawing with 21.
buy me a drink. At my wedding, we can have an open bar and I ain't got to worry about you going to jail or me going to jail for drinking underage. Yes.
Okay. To each their own.
Literally.
I could never.
Never said
23.
never, bro.
Your brain isn't fully developed. You haven't experienced life enough.
Again, strongly have to disagree. It totally depends. I don't know if it's very one-dimensional what Camilla is thinking or saying, or she knows there are those, let's say, I think noticeable exceptions. Yeah. Or she just wants to save time, and that's why she's saying it like in a majority way. Maybe that's why she wants. Yeah, that's why she's says it in general. Maybe that's her reason. Maybe she's aware of it. Maybe not. Whatever.
To be able to withhold what I deem to be a marriage, being the fact that you are 36 with 2 kids, like you have a very
Is Camilla married herself? She said he's 22 years old, right? I want to know if is she or again, you don't have to be married to also learn a few things about marriage, right? Maybe, yeah, whatever. You're seeing some friends or siblings or parents or whatever that are married, and you learn a few things, how to do it right and how to do it wrong, and you know then you will do it yourself, hopefully in the right way, in a good way.
adult life.
Yeah.
And I feel like for someone that's 23 to enter that, or even any younger than that, even 25, 26, 27, like I feel like in these developmental stages in life, you don't need to be worried about someone, like not saying someone else's kids, because if you fall in love, you fall in love. But I feel like in my head, it's like, why would you go for someone who is underdeveloped?
So with that,
Bro, it's just way too one-dimensional, bro, what Camilla is saying here. Way too limited thoughts. But maybe I just have to get to know and understand Camilla more to be able to understand really what she's trying to say, or is really what I'm perceiving right now.
I always
Because your brain does not fully develop till the age of 25.
Yeah, but age to me is, I mean,
Well, that's not a reason why we also should stop giving people a driver's license until they're 26. And not with whatever, 18 years old. With a 16-year-old, I know that's a big debate, because in the US it's with a 16 years old. Maybe the rest of the world is like, bro, that's crazy. Or, yeah, you know. 26, that again, she didn't say it needs to be the legal age to be allowed to marry 26. But again, I think it's just her opinion. I'm gonna settle it with this. That's just her opinion. Totally fine. There are different opinions out there. It's subjective, right?
literally, if you're over the age, you're an adult, you're gonna be the one to tell yourself what to do at that point, you know? And
Right.
he lives on his own. He doesn't live with his parents. He's already went to school.
Basic requirements, by the way.
Literally, like, I mean, there's so much more I can say about him, but
Wait a
he
second.
lives
bro.
on his own. He doesn't be the one to, if you're over the age, you're an adult, you're gonna be the one to tell yourself what to do at that point, you know? And
Right.
he lives on his own. He doesn't live with his parents. He's already went to school.
Basic requirements, by the way.
Literally.
Wait a second. If Camilla is talking about not living with your parents anymore when you're 18, oh bro, also bro. Again, I'm not saying you should stay in the basement of your parents till you're 45. That's maybe way too late, yeah. But with 19 or even 20, some people just still live with their parents because maybe they're saving up and they're hustling and grinding for whatever company. And they want to have the financial potency to then buy their own house right from the start. No apartment, no landlord, not renting. I want my own house right from the start. I'm saving up, and maybe I need to save money to make my company work. You know, something like that. Like, you know. But again, like with the 45 years, that's definitely, yeah, that should be not the case. But I don't know. I don't know if that's just the type of way that Camilla communicates. But again, it's just way too with the basic requirements, man. You need to move out when you're 19 years old out of your parents' house. I think that there are pretty big benefits also with moving out maybe with 18 or 19, living your own place, definitely. But there's some situations where maybe you want to have some sort of want to make a company, get it successful. Maybe you need to stay a few more years longer with your family for the right start of it, and you can save money through that, right? Some rent or whatever it is. Or you get an agreement with your parents that you pay rent a little bit, but not that much with this horrendous rents in the part of the city where only apartments are available now. You know?
Literally, like, I mean, there's so much more.
And then after that, they make it big, bro. After that, millionaire, multi-millionaire, and yeah. if then a person meets them and say like, oh, you were living with your parents, 19 years old, like normally like, it would be totally a no-no for me. But now that I see that really worked out and you're successful, I don't care, you know? Or whatever.
I can say about him, but I don't want to put his business out there.
Right. But why do you think you go for young? Have you never tried a guy that's older or maybe in the same, at least 30?
Yeah, so I, like, a lot of my exes are 30. Like,
Okay, she also says this. I'm gonna check on the chat here. Like, Barry says there was a lie. She later backtracks when the kids are gone. What especially? I don't know the moment when you sent this message, Barbie. And River says, yeah, she loves our understanding, our little understanding for each other. And she says, thanks to this, like, yeah, you're welcome. Like, you some sort of established it, like, I think yesterday, right, in the stream. So, yeah. Carl says, a male's brain is not developed until they're 25. A 19-year-old is a fetus. So that's how Kyle is going full circle. That's a fact. You're fully developed in your brain with 26 years old, right? But is this the reason why you shouldn't marry someone with 24? Like you should wait until you're 26 to make any major decision in your life? That would mean not moving out of your parents' house. That would contradict with the basic requirement of a 19-year-old needing his own place, right? Where we go back to Camilla's stance here. You're not allowed to drive a car until you're 25 years old. That's some major decisions in life, right? Right? You're not allowed to start a company, become maybe self-employed until you're 26. You see how limiting this is. You should wait for all of these decisions and experiences till you're 26 because then your brain is developed. It's crazy limited, this way of thinking. You're limiting yourself and your life experience with that, in my opinion. But again, we're talking about subjective opinions here, so it's Kyle's opinion. It's totally fine. Barbie says she doesn't think she's playing it up for the podcast to make Ash look bad. That's what Barbie's saying here in terms of Camilla. Her personal opinions most likely aren't as strong, and she probably doesn't care that Ash is dating a 23-year-old. Okay. Okay, so Barbie is saying she thinks that Camilla is not really that, whatever, shocked or outraged about Ash dating a 23-year-old. And yeah, and Barbie goes on that this podcast is meant to be a gotcha. So it is like this because I was also thinking what is the intention behind this podcast? It's more like I want to really, pressure you, put you on the spot, and whatever, really expose you and give you a really hard time and criticize you in a very hard way, or was it like, is it like more, hey, I want to give you a chance really to maybe change your ways and want to support you with that. Right, but maybe it's a little bit of both. But what I've understood, Barbie says like it's more like I'm exposing you here. You're contradicting yourself. You need to be checked. Maybe it's also some sort of way of supporting her, right? To like, hey, get out of your delusional state, wake up, I'm trying to help you here, but maybe with some tough love, maybe, right? And all right. And by that she does think she's playing it up for the podcast to make Ash look bad in terms of the opinion, all that. Because I said Barbie doesn't, but Barbie does think that she's using these opinions, the strong opinions, to play it up for the podcast to call her out, like Ash. Alice says in UK the legal age is 16, but if someone older tried to get with someone like 16, 17, 18, and they were a lot older, would call them a bad person for being in that age gap relationship. But wait a second. Alice says even though it's legal, people will think it's morally wrong. But wait a second, Alice. You're saying in the UK, someone who is 16 years old is seen as an adult by law? That would be new to me. Like, or I'm misunderstanding you here, maybe. Because in the UK, legal age is 16, but if someone older tried to get with someone, like 16, 17, 18, and they were a lot older, would call them a bad person for being in an age-gap relationship. Again, River also gave some information back then. Me personally, I was talking about 18 years and older. I don't know, in some places in the world where there's maybe the legal age is younger, being an adult by law, than 18, that's a whole different story. I'm talking about wherever in the world, I'm just generally talking about 18 years old and older. Because that's some sort of the best practice almost throughout the whole world, right? Saying an 18-year-old is an adult by law. That's like some sort of the best practice of almost every single country out there. Just to make this clear. And Carl says she works in a place that works with kids, and most of their parents have a huge age gap, where it's like an 18-year-old and a 36-year-old, and they have no clue how to take care of a child. The dad does not know anything about babies and can't take care of them, and that's why Kyle says it's a weird age gap. So Kyle is saying here, hey, she experienced something in her real life. That's how also some sort of plays into her opinion. It makes total sense, Kyle, if you experience this and have some sort of real life examples. That makes it also maybe more understandable for me, Kyle. Thanks for sharing this, Kyle. You made me understand your point of view at least a little bit more. Barbie says, if you think you're slightly misunderstanding what she's trying to say. Barbie's saying, Barbie herself thinks that you're just slightly misunderstanding what she is trying to say, like Ash. And Barbie says she doesn't think she will be able to type it out for you to understand, but Barbie herself doesn't think Camilla is judging someone older than 23 for living with parents. Okay, understand. Barbie's saying essentially, bottom line is, like Camilla really herself, aside from this podcast for whatever intention she got here, Barbie's saying Camilla thinks Barbie's saying that Camilla is not judging someone who's dating. Oh no, with the living with their parents. That was still with the dating thing, bro. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what Barbie said. She doesn't think Camilla is judging someone older than 23 for living with their parents. Okay, so then maybe I was misunderstanding it. Whole lot of misunderstanding I got here, right? With the communication. Maybe it's just I need to get used to the way of Camilla's way of communicating, right? Maybe then we'll be able to understand more. And or it's my way of communicating is just so different to hers. That's where maybe I need to gain more understanding of her way. And but I understood it, Barbie, I think. Bottom line is Camilla in Barbie's opinion, or she thinks Camilla doesn't think or doesn't judge someone who is living with their parents and who is maybe older than 23 or whatever. And Barbie says sleeping with Santos was the that this was a lie. That some sort of even the but also the question is, okay, we'll find out maybe. But do Evie and Haley know that Ash and Santos were shagging and they just, covering their mom? Or did Ash tell them, hey, there was nothing with me and Santos, that's the truth, and they really think that's the truth? Is it like that? Because Barbie said that was a lie, and like Ash will backpedal. She will backtracks when the kids are gone. So like there was something going on with Santos, like intercourse wise, if I understood it right here. And River says pretty much Camilla's trying to be the moral police since it's her podcast. And the title is literally to show why Ash is the worst mom on TikTok. So maybe what also I think River is trying to say, Camilla is maybe a little bit more exaggerating to really point out, hey, Ash, you're wrong, and also tell people, hey, this person needs to be checked. I'm just some sort of a vessel here for morality. That's not really what she thinks. Maybe she's some sort of putting on an act to make a statement with this. Maybe okay. That hopefully I think I understood it. But correct me if I'm wrong, River. Barbie says she means the name of the video says it all. The worst mom on TikTok. Yes, definitely. But I also had a little thought of maybe she was agreeing with Ash Trevino on this title to make it more spectacular and polarizing, right? That she said like, hey, if let's say if it would be the case, if they would be still cool or would be really cool, maybe Camilla said like, hey Ash, are you cool with if I title the video "The Worst Mom on TikTok"? Because that's more sensational. People will click it more. People want to see you some sort of being exposed, and this title is also some sort of your title in the social media landscape, right? People know you as the worst mom, so would be good for the video. Maybe there would be more money for you. Are you cool with that? Maybe I thought. Maybe also there was a little thought of they had this agreement for the success of this video. Maybe. Alice says the legal age of consent in UK is 16. Okay, that's a difference. That's a big difference. Age of consent, but that doesn't make you an adult. I was talking about the legal age to be an adult by law. Consent, whole different story. Alice, then we were misunderstanding each other. I was talking about the age of maturity in terms of counting as being an adult by law. But at least Alice made it clear to me. Thanks, Alice. And Barbie says being a legal adult and the legal age of intercourse and other is different in the UK. Yeah. Also Barbie pointed out this difference. So yeah, appreciate you, guys. Kyle says most of the 18-year-old parents that she works with don't brush their kids' teeth and are wondering why their kids have cavities. That's horrible. That's totally wrong and horrible. And that's all I really have to say. That's a very bad example of an 18-year-old mother or father. That's nothing to argue about. That in this very specific example that Kyle mentioned here, totally see that's bad parenting. Bad parenting of an 18-year-old. Absolutely.
The guy that I'm about to divorce this month. He's
It's older or maybe in the same, at least 30.
Yeah, so I like a lot of my exes are 30. Like the guy that I'm about to divorce this month. He's actually
You're married right now.
I am married.
Okay, is this her third marriage? I know, again, the biological father of Evie and Haley, first marriage. Second marriage was Jesse, I think. Then another inmate married. So he was married twice to an inmate. And now it's the fourth time? Or is it still the third time?
You're currently married.
I'm currently married. I've been married since 2022.
You're currently married and you're planning a wedding right now with another man.
But the wedding is not going to happen tomorrow.
But wait a second. Okay, she's married, but they're maybe... Yeah, they're not... They ain't got no romantic relationship anymore. They may be about to get a divorce. Hopefully, yeah. Before she wants to remarries.
Not real.
This is what
This
you
is
wanted.
not scripted.
This is
I
what
just need
you
everyone.
wanted.
This is not scripted.
You want the real.
Tell me how you feel, because I know you're waiting to say something.
Yeah, my mom is married.
Okay.
Yeah, she married.
She's married. They're getting a divorce.
Okay, they're getting the divorce. All
You
right.
hate him? Not a good guy. Yeah, she married.
She's married. They're getting a divorce. The guy is awful.
You hate him? Not a good guy. Have you seen him?
Yeah, we've met him. We went to visit.
He's in prison. Why are you laughing? I'm gonna cry.
Yes. They've only met him one time. I only took him to go visit him.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Why are you crying?
Cause girl, you are crazy. She married a man in prison. Why?
This is her second marriage in prison.
Oh my god.
Bro, this pain. Look at the face.
Why are you crying?
Cause girl, you are crazy. She married a man in prison. Why?
This is her second marriage in prison.
Bro, the amount of pain in Camilla's face right now.
Oh my god.
You wanna come? Y'all just come live with us.
Yes, please.
You just
Well,
Maybe they're laughing and joking right now, but maybe there was a lot of truth in this one, bro. And this, yes, please.
they have 2 new members. Just kidding.
Kyle is saying, watching this ish is, yeah, really upsetting her. She's crying. Oh. That's, yeah. Kyle, if it gets to you that much, like emotionally, maybe, yeah, then it's wonderful to have you. But if it's really, yeah, tough on you watching this, then please, maybe, yeah, it would be the best if you come back when we react to the Stony Old triplets, like for your own sake. If you can't handle this, I wouldn't like you to suffer it right now. So please, maybe check in with yourself real quick, and then maybe just whatever, put it on mute and on the side. And if as soon as you see the reaction is over, come back. That would sit well with me, Kyle. They want me guys and girls to be happy, healthy, and successful. And that's, yeah, if that's really getting to you that much, that's maybe not that really in the terms of being happy and healthy, maybe not much, or successful. Like, that has nothing to do with that. But I think you understand.
girls, I think I have to end your segment here. Thank you so much. I need to talk to your mom about
Okay, now we get into the, yeah, maybe more intimate stuff, tougher stuff even.
some things. 'Cause clearly there's a lot to debrief here. And I'm not going to do what she does. I'll let y'all leave the room. Okay. I love you guys. I promise. Hey, new bed on me. New room on me, okay? I pinky swear it.
Okay.
Your daughters are amazing.
They are. I love them.
They're very sweet. They're very smart.
They've been the reason why I'm still here today.
They are incredible.
Without them, I can guarantee you.
Go, you better start bringing home the damn inmates.
I know.
No more. Red cards are out-of-pocket questions.
Okay.
So you don't want to answer, you say pass. You were on TikTok Live while someone was getting head in the backseat of your car. Why did you keep
Wait a second.
out-of-pocket questions?
Okay.
So you don't want to answer, you say pass. You were on TikTok Live while someone was getting head in the backseat of your car. Why did you
Okay.
keep filming?
Okay. So with that, she knew I was on live.
Who is she?
Her name is Vala.
Okay.
And now she's with Bree in LA. The girl with Bree in LA.
I don't know. I don't.
Wait a second, I just want to understand the names here.
I was on live.
Who is she?
Her name is Vala.
Okay.
And now she's with Bree in LA. The girl with Bree in LA.
I don't know. I don't.
Bree Olsen.
No, I know
Yeah.
Bree, but I don't know. I didn't know that they were together. They're
Yeah, so
friends?
she actually went up there to go live with Bree temporarily.
Okay.
We all met through Santos. And so she knew I was on live. We were actually going to a club hosting that I was doing. And we were in the back seat. My security was driving.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to go live. You know, we're feeling good, having fun, just girls. And she was in the back with Santos. And so she knew we were on live as she was getting up. And you could see her look directly to my
So as you can
camera.
see here, I do have a screenshot.
Yeah.
You thought
See, she has a screenshot of the live, like of the frame where Santos is receiving head.
that was the funniest thing in the world. is you
'Cause
could
I
tell
was
in this
like-
picture. She did think that her friend giving head was the funniest shit ever. So
Okay.
here she is dying, laughing her.
Okay, we can't really zoom. Okay, there's just a red circle around the area where head is given, as it seems. Okay.
Ass off right here. Did she feel embarrassed? at all?
She did. She felt ashamed, like literally, like.
And you thought it was that's like you were just thinking, hey, this is for content.
So I didn't know exactly what had happened until I actually looked back, and I'm like,
and you start dying laughing.
because you see me in the video, like I'm like,
Girl, you're flaunting that shit. Look, you said look.
and then I said,
She's in the back.
and then I said,
Does she have an OnlyFans?
no. Well, I mean, she might now.
This better fuck. Girl, you better start one.
She might now.
You better start one. 'Cause after that.
Okay, that was the first question. River said she doesn't know which is crazier. This whole Ashley Trevino thing, Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni. Well, what's the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni situation? Like what am I missing? Like what is that? And also, wow, and River, like the other thing, like, you know, like is this did it just happen? Like the last part, right? Of what you just no? Is this did this happen most recently? That's completely new to me. Like what?
You got caught giving the Gok 9000 in the backseat of a car.
For free. She shouldn't have done it.
Fair enough. I do have something for you. I bought you some treats. I bought you some stuff. Okay, so if you want to bring it out, I'll give you a haul. I've studied you a little bit, and I did get you some treats. We have here Fritos Bean Dip, your favorite, I'm assuming. It is my snack. Okay, with.
Okay, she's maybe to get Ash a little bit comfortable on the show, on the podcast.
Hot Cheetos, so that you don't sleep with 19-year-olds anymore. Another one, a clean one.
A clean rose. How I learned it's called the rose, right? This toy.
19-year-olds anymore.
Yeah. Again, I'm not that well versed with toys, so yeah, that seems to be like the go-to toy for Ash.
Another one, a clean one. You ordered them, so now you have 3.
No, I was gonna order.
Oh, well there you go. Thank you. And it's pink.
But wait a second, what's the reason she was ordering a new one? Like the old, can't you clean this one? Is it like a one-time use toy? Or did she mess it up so bad and dirty that she can't get it clean anymore? You know that I think that there's some sanitizers also for toys, right? And if that ain't doing it, I don't know what she did with this toy that they can't get it clean anymore, bro. Like, River says she just keeps seeing Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni on her YouTube feed. There's updates every hour. Who is even Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni? Who are these people?
Okay, our camera died in the middle of an Ash Trevino.
And also, River, I mean the part you know like in the undercover in the undercover section, right? You know what I'm talking about. This part you talked about. Did this happen just recently? When did this happen?
Apology. So we're gonna run that back one more time. Go ahead.
Okay, I understand it, River.
Apologize to the community that you offended.
Alice says actors. Those are actors. Okay, seems like 2 actors having a beef. And Kylie said she lost 17 brain cells and she started with 20. She needs to go back to her kids taken away. No, okay. Ash needs to get her kids taken away. But the 17 brain cells and started with 20. That's the funny part, bro, of the message. And Kylie seems and she's embarrassed that she as a woman. Okay, like Kylie said, herself as a woman is embarrassed because Ash is such a disgrace to women. Kyle is saying.
In using that word.
So wait a second.
Okay.
Okay. Now they got Ash comfortable with some snacks, and now it goes really down. Camilla even switched seats to be even closer, bro. And just gonna check on the chat here. Okay. Also. Okay. Wow, interesting. River.
Hey, Our camera died in the middle of an TREVINO apology. So we're gonna run that back one more time. Go ahead.
Oh, there was an apology of her.
Apologize to the community that you offended in using that word.
I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that
Hispanic
Mercenary,
community.
bro.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word
Mercenary,
again, or
bro.
any racial slur.
Okay, no, wait a second, but now we got a closer shot of Camilla's eyes. So she got, yeah, very clear, some sort of a blue eye color, not really ice blue, but yeah, a pretty bright blue eye color. I thought it would in the beginning. I thought it even was matching to her pants, bro. It's also some people like to do that, and it works. That you combine your eye color with some sort of a part of your clothing with the matching color, right? Like whatever. You got green eyes, got some whatever green pants like her, or got blue eyes and maybe a blue dress with the same color, right? It's also a pretty cool combination in terms of colors and fashion with your eyes, right?
The Hispanic community. I will never use that word
Mercenary,
again, or
bro.
any racial slurs towards y'all.
Or just don't use any racial slurs.
But wait a second, what was especially the slur here?
Offended in using that word.
I'm sorry to
We're gonna run that back one more time. Go ahead. Apologize. Our camera died in the middle of an TREVINO apology. So we're gonna run that back one more time. Go ahead. Apologize to the community that you offended in using that word.
I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that
Hispanic
word.
community.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word again, or any racial slurs towards y'all.
Or any,
Okay, they didn't mention the slur.
just don't use any racial slurs.
Okay, I just said I won't do any. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Black cards.
All right, the next question here is. Also, like, Kyle, please don't do it. What I've just read in the chat, I don't even want to read it out loud. But I think it's just Kyle, some sort of, letting out her frustration, some shape or form in the chat here, with some words. But yeah, please don't, Kyle. In terms of what you said you would do, but I understand that you're just some sort of an outlet for you, letting out your emotions here. And also, yeah.
Diabolical, chaos, and final round. Here we go. Santos was caught licking your rose toy on live. What the fuck were you doing with that toy?
Okay.
Nothing.
So he just wanted.
I just had it sitting right there the night that he came over.
Right. Is this the same night you were drunk, or is it a
No,
different
no, no.
night?
That was
Okay.
actually the last time that he ever came over my house.
And he licked your rose toy. Why did he do that?
Because Santos is a freak. Santos sleeps with everybody.
Did he sleep with you?
Yeah, this silence says it all, bro. She doesn't have to say a single word now. This little silence said it all.
Am I supposed to answer that
Yes.
truthfully?
Yes.
Truthfully.
No answer needed anymore, bro.
Yes. Did Santos sleep with you? Did you sleep with Santos, actually?
I need alcohol. No, I'm just kidding.
Does it need to have penetration, but did you do stuff with Santos? To where he would feel it's appropriate to lick your rose toy because perhaps he's been there down there before.
So, yes, we have done stuff.
Okay.
Twice.
Twice.
2 separate occasions.
With a 19-year-old boy.
I didn't know he was 19 at the time.
So this is before you knew.
Yes.
Claimed before you knew.
Literally. Like, we did it twice, and it was literally before Christmas. So,
That's disgusting.
it is. It is. I regret it.
I'm disgusted.
I'm disgusted in
disappointed you. I'm
myself.
disappointed in you.
That is freaking gross.
I agree. We can agree on that.
Literally. If you got 2 legs, he's, yeah.
The internet thinks you're still getting with teenage boys. What's the truth?
So I'm not. I don't, like I said.
Guys, they're not in their teens. They're in their early
literally.
20s.
Literally. They're
Early
already out of their
20s.
teen years.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but again, I think it what Barbie says, like, that's some sort of what Camilla is doing here, right? She really some sort of tries to exaggerate it, maybe even if her opinion is not that strong about it, but it's some sort of just calling her out, right? Barbie said it for the living with your parents part, while maybe being 23 years old, not necessarily with the dating part of dating a 19-year-old being 35. So Barbie didn't say that, just to make this very clear here. I'm not trying to put any words into their mouth. But maybe that's also the case with this whatever, this 23, this early 20s dating when you're 35 years, and that she's trying to make this very strong reaction to that here.
They're not children. They're adolescents.
Or she really is like that. I don't know. Whatever. I maybe have to learn more about Camilla here.
Guys, they're not in their teens. They're in their early
Literally.
20s.
Literally, they're
Early
already out of their
20s.
teen years.
Yeah. They're not children. They're adolescents.
Quit making it sound so bad.
It is bad. It is bad.
Okay,
Max,
I'm only with
Max, I hope that you're good. It's a little weird. It's really weird. Please buy her children some nice shit, okay? They're great kids.
Max is
They're
amazing.
amazing. Good kids. I don't know about Max.
They're all
But your
amazing.
kids are amazing. What is the most shameless thing you've ever done for TikTok clout?
The shameless thing.
Like the most reckless thing you've ever done for TikTok clout?
Hang out with Santos.
You think that brought you clout? I mean, I think it did too. I
The
mean,
first
you're strong. Okay.
time we ever met, yes.
Okay.
It did. We had 300,000 views on my live, and we had almost 100 million likes. 300,000 people viewed my live.
Would you do it again?
Wait a second. I want to hear the numbers here.
Santos.
You think that brought you clout? I mean, I think it did too. I
The
mean, you're
first
strong. Okay.
time we ever met, yes.
Okay.
It did. We had 300,000 views on my live, and we had almost 100 million likes. 300,000 people viewed my live.
Would you do it again?
No, not with him.
Okay. At least we're growing.
Yeah.
If TikTok banned you tomorrow, how would you make money? What's your plan B?
I have other socials that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And I have other
So you still-
collabs coming up.
Okay, care to leak a collab that you have coming up?
Mm,
A good one.
a good one. I mean, it's a YouTube video, so. Okay, just know this. There's going to be 20 guys.
Okay, they make this 20 dudes versus Ash Trevino type of video format. Okay, she got this one.
It's gonna be on OnlyFans. That's her first video on OnlyFans. You went in deep.
It's more like this dating thing, right? She's talking about this. She's talking about YouTube.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. They got to wait for the rest.
TikTok users claim you've monetized poor parenting by drinking heavily and possibly driving under the influence while your children are present. How do you respond to these very serious accusations?
Okay, so.
River says Jubilee thing, maybe. Yeah, that's also what I was thinking about, definitely.
And why are these assumptions? Like, why are they assuming this?
Okay, because there is times where they think that I'm out and I'm drinking. But of course, now I don't go live really, unless.
So you
I'm
just
at
drink and
home.
drive without going live?
No, I don't. Like,
Okay.
I told you that if I'm going to, like, say I'm going to my cousin's to go drink, my mom or my dad will pick me up or drop me off in my car.
Okay.
And then my kids aren't with me. And
So why would they assume this? Why is this an assumption? Why are these accusations?
that one actually came from, I was at a restaurant for my cousin's birthday. And literally, this was in August. And
Bro, just have to check it on here. So, okay. Wait a second. And all right. Bro. So there's some news I just learned, but whatever. We all gonna know at some point, right? We will find out about this news, how it is, what it is, why it is.
Why would they assume this? Why is this an assumption? Why are these accusations?
that one actually came from, I was at a restaurant for my cousin's birthday. And literally, this was in August. And they literally had the police waiting outside because they said I was drinking and driving. I was not drinking and driving. I was literally with my cousin. I don't, like, they just think every time I'm driving, I guess I'm drunk. I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never
That's
drank
terrible.
and drive with my kids.
I hope you wouldn't drink and drive. In
No,
general.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't, because why would I risk the chance of losing them
And money.
when I'm all they have?
Just kidding.
When I'm all they have.
Yeah.
You know, and
And grandma and grandpa. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are great.
literally, they're
Y'all are
amazing.
great.
I had the best parents.
Okay, so don't do that. If
No.
that's something you've ever done,
Yeah.
that's also disgusting behavior. Reports suggest that your daughters were initially raised by your mother due to complaints to Child Protective Services. How do you address concerns about your parenting that led to such actions?
Okay, so my kids literally were not raised by my mom.
Okay.
They were raised by me since the day I gave birth to them. Literally, CPS just got involved back in, I want to say, September. And they were getting so many calls that...
Because of TikTok Live, you would say?
Yes, yes. And I was tired of it.
Oh, wow. Now just looking at this toy, bro. Like the rose, like, you know, like the head of the rose, you know, where like some sort of maybe the texture is to this toy. Got it some sort of, you know, schlobbing down there, right? Like you got some sort of a licking feature that you then put down there, and that some sort of imitates someone licking you down there. That's the functionality of the rose toy. Maybe it is like that. Just as I looked at it, I was like, okay, that's maybe the rose, right? It got these maybe multiple tongues, some sort of at the front part, and you can experience some pleasure down there.
So I told my mom, you know what, keep them until this goes away. And they were still making calls, false accusations, saying this, saying that.
And has Child Protective Services come and
they've interviewed me?
Okay.
But they've said there's no reason. They even tell my parents there's no reason to take them from their mom. Their mom is not an unfit parent. They've closed every single case that we've had. And
some would say you are.
They would, yeah,
Okay.
they would. But
Because I think maybe you just portray a lot of things online, and so it allows people to be very judgmental.
yeah. So again, they only see bits and pieces of it. They don't see me from morning to night. They only see an hour or 2 hours or 30 minutes of my life. And with that being said, my kids have never been in harm's way. I've never given my kids any type of alcohol, any kind of anything else that they shouldn't have. There was even rumors that my kids were pregnant. They weren't. They're not.
Okay.
I've even taken a drug test, and I passed it because of CPS back in December or January, beginning of January.
Just doing a little bit on the side, but I still want to listen to that here.
CPS asked me, they came over my house, and they seen my house, and they asked me, would you be willing to take a drug test? I said, yeah, why not? I'm not scared. I have nothing to hide. I don't do drugs. I'm not that type of person. And so I went that next day, and I took it. And they got the answers a couple weeks ago because it took so long. I don't know why. I guess because they sent it off. It was a urine sample. And so, yeah, they've closed that case too. And that was the last one that I know of.
Okay.
But now they can't come to me because they have to go to my
Parents'
legal.
Or okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
I have
You
an
a legal
attorney.
team. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Period. Budget. She got budget.
Yeah.
You have a very messy personality and a very messy personal life.
Well, at least she invested into a lawyer, an attorney. If ish hits the fan, right? But yeah, still no money for the kids. Bad. Or at least she had a story, right, with her with her mom, the grandma of the children. That's some sort of her fault, right? She didn't bought the bed, so at least the lawyer is reliable, right? Not the mom, but the lawyer. He or she's reliable. Well, yeah. She got some priorities, right? To invest her money, but maybe not always at the right point, bro. It's always good to have some legal, right? Some legal support. But yeah, you should also maybe cut on some ends that are not necessary, and then put into some more valuable, like something for your children that they really in need of, maybe.
And I really hate that your kids have been brought into it because they shouldn't know about any of this.
Literally. And
They should not know about. They don't need to know about how you're new. They don't need to know anything. And the fact that this is brought up to them is not okay. Like, that is not okay. Your kids should not know about anything. About CPS, like when some kids,
Okay, now really also Camilla is going in, like, yeah, she's now really checking her morally wise, bro.
like CPS shows up. They don't even know CPS shows up. Like, I hope you do see that. I really hope you see
And
how
that's the thing,
not
like,
okay.
if you ask the girls, they will tell you that they're tired of it.
As they should be, though, because that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
but even though, like, sometimes, like, your behavior is, like, as a, like, yes, I am a very strong advocate for, like, I don't talk about it often, but, like, women, when we have children, from experiences that I've heard through family members, like the
Okay, so she just said it herself. She is not a mom. That's what she said, right? Like she got this experience, but what you've heard of other family members, like yeah. Wait a second. I don't know. Handle this year. Oh yeah. Wait a second. Yes.
woman when she becomes a mother, it's hard to differentiate a mother, being a mother, and then being also a woman for her partner, for her husband, for herself.
Yeah, that's You have to really. That's a challenge you're facing, right? As soon as you became a mom, maybe your intimate life with your partner. We will have to find some solutions to still get intimate with your partner. Keep it spicy. Keep the flame, or even having the possibility at all to get intimate, right? So yeah, there some challenges that parents are facing. That's absolutely true, bro. You will have to get really creative and find solutions.
And I feel like you really mix those two, and it became really messy for everyone, for the public, for your children.
Okay, she means like more not okay, mixing a parent with sharing with your partner. That's okay, like
A very strong times.
that's something different,
like,
bro.
Your CPS shows up. Like, I hope you do see that. I really hope you see
And
how
that's the thing,
not
like,
okay.
if you ask the girls, they will tell you that they're tired of it.
As they should be, though, because
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
but even though, like, sometimes, like, your behaviors, like, yes, I am a very strong advocate for, like, I don't talk about it often, but, like, women, when we have children, from experiences that I've heard through family members, like, the woman when she becomes a mother, it's hard to differentiate a mother, being a mother, and then being also a woman.
What does she especially mean with differentiate
For
here?
her partner, for her husband, for herself.
Okay, then maybe some moms only see herself as moms at that point, and they some sort of maybe even forget or don't even got the energy anymore, or think they don't got the energy anymore, or that they can be also a romantic partner to their husband or wife, depending what you got going on, right?
And I feel like you really mix those two, and it became really messy for everyone, for the public, for your children. Like, you need to take care of yourself as a woman very independently than how you would take care of yourself and present yourself as a mother. And I think that this is where everything went to shit, because now it's publicized to 300,000 people and more.
Yeah, but then again,
Because people make mistakes.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm not sitting here saying, you're going to hell and you're a piece of shit person, but you have done a very poor job of separating the two to the public eye. Because they shouldn't.
I still haven't really understood Camilla's point here with this differentiating and mixing, being a parent and a wife. Like,
have that much power over you. The public should never have that much power
Never
over
say
you.
never, bro.
To be able to sit here and basically attack your every move.
and
And
what
that sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
It sucks. Like,
it was
hope
in sync,
that-
bro.
I hope that your kids are enough of a reason for maybe to dial back a bit, or just not go live and understand that, bro, like, I hope this doesn't affect them later, I mean, same with me, though. I don't have kids now, but when I do have kids, you don't think they're going to look at me and be like, Mom, what are you doing on OnlyFans? But that's something that I consciously know.
Oh, wait a second. Does it mean that Camilla, as soon as she will get kids and becomes a mom, that's the point where she will stop her OF career for good? No adult content anymore? As soon as she gets, as she's giving birth to a child and she's a mother, that's where she will stop for the rest of her life.
I'm still debating on having kids. I don't have them. Like, you have these children that are incredible. Guys are great. And I don't know. I think that's why people would call you an unfit mother. I think there is basis as to why someone would call you an unfit mother. And do you see why?
But that's the thing. Also, people don't realize they've only came into my life
Very recently,
Yes.
right.
So they don't know how it was to raise my kids.
But even in that small, short of time, they formulated such a massive opinion. How does that not hurt your feelings?
It doesn't get to me because of the fact that I know what type of mother I am, and my kids will tell me every day, "You're not a bad mom." People are just being ugly and rude.
I know people come at.
Yeah, and they're like, they
But
don't
you do
know
have
how
to take
you-
some accountability for some
Yeah,
of the
and I
things that you've done.
understand that.
Right.
But again, when I'm at home,
Have Ash Trevino's children, like Evie and Haley, ever said on camera that Ash is a good mom? Because I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this in this podcast. I also haven't heard they said she's a horrible mom. They also haven't said that. But yeah, because Ash said they said it several times, at least in their private life, they to her directly, "You're a good mom." Like, I would like to know if there's also some evidence to that, some proof. Maybe caught on camera.
Drinking by myself, it shouldn't matter what my parenting is because my kids are not there. Or if they are there, they are in their own room on their phones with their friends or in the living room watching a movie, and I'm not even online for hours.
But 100%. And I think people do that on a day-to-day basis. They're just not public figures. Like, people's parents come home from work and they have a glass of wine and they might get a little fucked up on a Friday night, but they're not public figures. They don't have a following. There's no one there to judge them on what they do.
And again, that's why I wish my life was back to where it was, because
Y'all heard it. Stop making her famous.
like I hate the chaos. I hate.
Now she said herself, Ash wants to be cancelled. She said it before that, right? But was it sarcasm? Was it irony? I don't know. Social clues are so hard to get. And I'm not making fun of anyone who has a hard time with understanding social clues. But there's some reason I'm making this joke every now and then, because there are people out there that are having a hard time, right? Getting social clues, even if they really would like to understand.
Hate it so much. I do, but I'm a mean bitch too. Don't get me fucked up. I'm just kidding.
She likes the attention. Next question. What is this?
So I can.
Okay. There's probably another caught in 4K moment here with Ash, bro.
Show you that picture. They actually edited that. I have it on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, they literally edit.
Oh,
yeah, they did
she
that.
can prove
I
the
didn't
reality
post
of
that. It's
the.
a fake account that posted that.
This
Picture.
isn't real.
No, it's not. Look, I have the actual picture.
This is the last thing, by the way. I just needed to know what the fuck this
Literally.
was.
Look, okay, so these are all the pictures. So that one is going to be right here.
Okay, show the camera.
Okay.
The picture I'm currently holding in my hand is a nude photo from that I guess was edited from this picture. That's just sick
Literally.
and weird.
And it's the same exact picture. Look at that. Same exact.
Yeah, because that was
Well, that Ash has proven wrong, as it seems. Whatever some people try to make out of it.
absolutely
Yeah.
wild to me.
Somebody's fake account took that picture like this and edited it to make it seem like
Oh,
I was.
just take the picture from edited and post it on.
That's crazy.
That's some insider information. How you can at least make a little bit of money out of this unfortunate situation.
Crazy. If I was to post a picture like that, trust me, I have plenty of those.
Oh, did you send him to Santos?
No, he doesn't have any pictures of me.
What about Max?
Max doesn't even have no pictures of me like that.
Rivers just quoted Ash, like quoted, right? Like, she doesn't do all these things, but she gets on with inmates. Like, that's the thing, bro, with Ash. Maybe she's already in this some sort of notorious liar light. This some sort of, maybe not necessarily then, some sort of girl who cried wolf or boy who cried wolf, but maybe also, but yeah, like it got some sort of the same vibe to it. Like, you don't really know what you can trust her anymore, what she says, because she maybe lies that much, and also got proven wrong in terms of, like, she got exposed as a liar.
Have you ever like FaceTimed him and like gotten frisky with him on the phone?
Max, no.
Santos,
Santos, no.
your prison inmates.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
they're on the phone, and then I'm like, yeah, we do that.
A little fun thing. Or a little-
Kyle says the fact that Ash even said that she has good parents, like the grandparents of children, is false, because Kyle said Ash parents did not raised Ash well themselves. Like, they didn't raise their own child well. Well, just speaking in general, bro, parents can do their best, bro. I'm not talking about Ash Trevino here, not trying to defend her here. Just speaking in general, parents can do their best. They could do the best job in parenting ever done on planet Earth. As soon as this child is out, got their own life, an adult, right? Not saying mature, but an adult by law, legally. Maybe they were set up to make the best decisions in their life, and the parents did everything they could and did the best. These children that are now adults, raised with the perfect parenting, they can still mess up their life horribly, bro. The parents just couldn't give them the best start. But some people, even with the best start, with the best upbringing, can mess it up themselves so horribly, bro. So yeah. But it all goes the other way around, right? The most horrible bad parenting ever done on Earth. These children then become adults. And yeah, mature. They do it wonderful in their life. What they got going on in their life. Right, good. And then also them being parents themselves and to their children, right? So it goes both. Depends. But again, generally speaking here.
Little phone, like,
Little phone.
and the rose toy. Well, I just got you a new
Yeah.
one. Well, if you're gonna use it, make sure you use it with, your future husband.
I'm
Save
gonna
it.
use it with, I gotta
With
save it
Max.
for Max, yeah.
Well, Max, you're welcome for the new toy. I hope you don't have premarital sex. Guys, that is Ashley Trevino for you. Her chaotic life.
It is.
Listen, do better.
I am, and thank
Do
you
better.
for having
Do better.
us.
I appreciate you coming out here. You've been hilarious. This is the most, I feel like I'm keeping up with the Kardashians. I feel like this is insane. I wish you nothing but happiness, and I hope that you do better for everyone in your life and, create more positivity.
I am. With the following, I have actually,
So some last words.
I've wanted to change my following,
Just kind of rebrand.
yeah, like one of my friends, Heffa, that I'm always talking to online.
The New Yorker.
Yeah,
She's funny. I love her.
She literally helps me out a lot, whenever
She clocks your shit.
She does, and whenever I
I
was
fuck
going,
with you, Hef. I don't know.
yeah, and whenever she was
That's some sort of paying respect, right? That's some sort of paying respect in some shape or form. Maybe I'll find out one day what that means.
literally, I was going through my darkest moments, like she was
Like specifically.
the one that was there for me. Nobody
Maybe in the origin of this.
else was there, just her and God. So
You need friends like that.
yeah, and
Because she'll
she's
put you in your
honestly-
place and vice versa,
She will.
So, look, hey, thank
She
you so
will.
much for coming on.
Thank
I
you
really
for
appreciate it.
inviting
Anything you want to say?
us. Guys, y'all have it. I've never spoken
Never said her
publicly to anybody, and she got it out of me. Okay, so that was,
Talking with Camilla.
raw, and that's who I am. And if I've hurt any of y'all, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm not that cruel of a person. I am actually a sweetheart. I can be a bitch though, but.
Two apologies in one podcast. We got to end it there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Ashley
right.
Trevino apologized 2 times. I love you guys. You guys are the fucking best. Clock.
All right. So, yeah. And River said in the Twitch chat, it's over. I think, yeah, it's going to be probably a 3.5. There was a 3.5 hour reaction to this one. But there was so much going on. I loved and enjoyed every single moment of it. In terms of me guys and gals, having them on the show. And, yeah, some interesting stuff revealed. What Ash Trevino does, yeah, that's a whole different story. But that in itself was very entertaining in a very interesting, revealing way. And yes, yeah, I think maybe it was some sort of a mix for Camilla, right? She was there to, yeah, obviously to help the children, the 2 daughters, check Ash, but maybe also trying to some sort of give Ash the opportunity to some sort of redeem herself. Also, obviously, they both made money out of this. That's not an altruistic motivation they got by doing this. And yeah, I think that was the vibe and intention I got out of there. So there were many intentions with this thing. But yeah, I want to give this video a like, Camilla. Because, yeah, again, you entertained me in some shape or form. In some way you entertained me. Therefore, I want to give you this like. There you go.